new. I get the layoff thing. I think there will be conversation about it. There may be adjustments that can make. The other point that I do like to emphasize, we're kind of in year 2 of this, and I do think teams are going to figure out how to deal with this layoff. It's actually kind of clever. CC Sabathia was traveling with us for some of the postseason games, and we started hearing this. And I have to give CC credit for this. He said, look, just give them a choice. They can have a 5-day layoff, or they can play a 2 out of 3 series. Every single team's going to take the layoff. So, I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about it, but I also am not certain that we should run to be making another set of changes before we let it settle a little bit.
Quick follow-up as far as reseeding. Is that something that is feasible? Is that something that catches your attention at all in terms of that the best seed constantly would get a chance to play the lowest seed?
Yeah, I do think that's something we could talk about. There's another aspect to that. I do think that the teams don't love I win the Eastern Division. I win 100 games. I'm 14 games up on the number 2 team. You familiar with this scenario?
Yes.
Sound like anything
No
you've read.
doubt.
And, then I got to play that team in the very first round. And I think reseeding may be it's complicated. I'm not sure it solves all the problems, but it is something that's worth having a conversation about. In case you missed it, there is a theme here. I do think you change, you make big changes. I think it's incumbent upon us to be open to adjustments rather than saying, we went to this playoff format, there it is, and, for the next 110 years it's going to be that way. You got to think about what you see out there and be open to having conversation about adjustments.
I got one more for you, expansion. Once you get the the Athletics ballpark situation, the Rays ballpark situation settled, how quickly before you begin to address the question of expansion?
I think we need to begin to have the conversation. Look, I just signed an extension. I got 5 more years. I'd like to have that process done, and maybe the teams aren't playing yet, but I'd like to go through the expansion process while I'm still here. I think one step that sometimes I skip over, and I shouldn't, that there is a yes-no on going forward with expansion, particularly in an era where central revenue is becoming more and more important to the teams. It's math, right? Instead of 30, you got 32, right? It's just a smaller slice of that pie centrally, and the owners have to buy into that. But I do. There's cities that want Major League Baseball. And, I'm a simple soul. I think when cities want baseball, we ought to make an effort to give it to the fans if we can make it make sense economically.
I was told there would be no math. I appreciate you saving it for the end. It's good to visit with you. Thank you, Mr. Commissioner.
Great to see
Thanks,
both
Rob.
of you. Yeah, great to see both of you.
That is Commissioner Rob Manfred, Buster Olney, and John Shambi. I think I took out of that, guys. Welcome back, Buster from Chase Field with Doug Glanville. I'm Kevin Winter. I want my legacy to be baseball expansion. That may or may not be true. That's kind of what I read. Buster Olney, as to bring you back in. Keys to tonight's Game 4, your biggest impacts is pretty much Arizona's got to get this one.
Yeah, pitch around Corey Seager, and I think they're going to be aggressive in how they do that and getting off to a good start. They really felt like that Christian Walker making the base running mistake, Tony Perez-Chiga making the mistake coaching third base last night, stopped them from having a sizable inning and change the course of that game. They have to change it back. They have to seize the advantage early on and then let Torey Lovello do his bullpen management.
I think that's a big key, Doug Glanville. We'll get your full keys coming up in a matter of moments. I like what Buster said right there. Get that momentum back. It seemed like everything Arizona had done right was when they were winning games. And they did something wrong. It was almost like the first mistake they made this postseason. Hang on a second.
They can't really afford to make those mistakes because they're not the bash team of like the Rangers. So they need to make sure they preserve those outs and be aggressive, but like tactical as well. I mean, the Phillies manager, Rob Thompson, said, look, when I see an aggressive team like the Dbacks, I'm impressed, but I also know there's outs available because they can run into them. And that's what they have to minimize.
They did last night. Buster, I expect this Arizona team to be just a handful on the base paths. We'll talk to you throughout the course of the game. We'll catch you on the post-game show as well. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks, Kev. See you, Doug.
Buster Olney, our baseball insider, coming up next. Doug Glanville's keys to tonight's game number 4 for both the Texas Rangers. They try to go up 3-1. The Diamondbacks try to even the series. We'll hear from Arizona's Corbin Carroll. That's all coming up next. You're listening to Game 4 of the World Series exclusively on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
Get trusty women and men and Tommy John each day. Remember, it's the perfect gift to give this holiday. To save us from discomfort when you're under start to fray. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Tommy John, I know them. Over 20 million pairs sold. We elves better get off our shelves and make some comfort and joy.
All throughout the land, Tommy John's gladly worn. Underwear and loungewear upon each blessed morn, making everyone comfy whose body they adorn. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Santa's not the only one with a sack, you know. Upgrade yours today with Tommy John underwear. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/stream. TommyJohn.com/stream for 20% off. See site for details. They're so elfin comfortable.
You have cancer. There's nothing you can do to prepare yourself.
Round 1 of chemotherapy. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna survive. There's no way I'm gonna let this take over me.
Cancer doesn't care what you look like, who you are.
It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love.
You ain't get this cancer about you. Let's do it.
Live. Fight like hell. And when you get too tired to fight, let somebody else fight for you.
Because of all the donations, mine is one of the lives that's been saved.
1, 2, 3.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Visit v.org/donate.
They say there's a first time for everything. And this November proves it. It's the first time all 30 are all in. 6 groups where 8 teams advance to conquer a brand new bracket in the new NBA Cup. So the question is, who's going to be first to take it? It's in-season tournament time. Knicks, Bucks at 7:30 Eastern, and Mavs, Nuggets at 10 Friday on ESPN. Presented by State Farm.
The Hoop Collective Podcast.
I remember seeing somebody say that the Nuggets had a disappointing offseason because they lost Bruce Brown.
The Hoop Collective Podcast. Listen on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
From Marvel Studios.
We can't do this alone. We need Captain Marvel.
I got this.
On November 10th.
You took everything from me, and now I'm returning the favor.
That's not good news. An Avenger returns.
She's targeting every planet we call home.
And a new team assembles.
We have to stop her. Together. Higher, further, faster.
The Marvels. In theaters November 10th. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13.
The Low Post Podcast with Zach Lowe.
Just the massive importance of Chris Middleton recovering to the point that he is an average to slightly above average wing defender.
Check out the Low Post Podcast on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Game day in the ACC. We live for it.
What's my definition of success?
It's time for football in front of a packed house under the lights.
When they told you just quit. They know when you got nothing left.
It's the traditions, triumphs, everything you love about ACC football. Come for it all. Watch live on ACCN and stream on the ESPN app.
You're listening to the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
The 1-1. Carroll swings and a fly ball to right. Going back is Taylor. He looks up at the track. It is long gone. Corbin Carroll, blast to right center.
My jaw was on the ground with what he was doing every single day.
the intensity and focus that he had, the amount of home runs that he was hitting, the bases that he was stealing, the plays that he was making, I just would shake my head in the dugout, and I'm like, I don't know how he's doing it, but I've got a front row seat to it, and I'm going to enjoy this ride.
Swing and a line drive slicing out towards center field. That'll touchdown for a hit, and it's going to score 2. Coming in is Thomas. Longoria on his heels. Carroll racing for third, and he'll make it standing. Carroll swings and drives it deep right field. No doubt. Home run into the right field bleachers for Carroll.
Roxy Bernstein, John Shambi with the calls here this postseason on ESPN Radio with Doug Glanville. I'm Kevin Winter. It has been a tremendous run for Corbin Carroll. Back to Phoenix and Chase Field to rejoin John Shambi.
Kev, thanks very much. And here with Diamondbacks outfielder Corbin Carroll. And what a season for you. We'll talk about this World Series, but, standard stuff for a 23-year-old, starting the All-Star game in the World Series. What's this whole year been like for you?
It's been amazing. Been a lot of extreme highs, I guess you would say. But, there's also been some tough moments, right? Losing 9 in a row, team not playing well, personally not playing well. So I think that you can't get lost in either end of that, just take it in as a whole and try and improve on it for next year.
There's a great story in terms of your shoulder injury and the amount of time that you spent with an advanced scout watching games behind home plate. Can you take me through that and tell me some of the stuff that you learned during that season?
For sure. So I watched our 2021 110-loss season. I mean, honestly, I watched some losing baseball, right? And then I also saw, the good teams roll into town and just tried to look at some of the differences, right? And it could have been play on the field, strategy, being there every night, seeing body language, right? And then seeing how that carried over for, the next 2 weeks after that. And then seeing that same guy, maybe a month later and completely different body language, looks like he feels like he's the best hitter in the world. So just little stuff like that I thought was super insightful, and I tried to take a lot of that into 2022.
You put together a season this year that was sensational, not just for a rookie, but for anyone. We're talking about a guy that had prior maybe less than 700 minor league plate appearances. So how have you been able to have this much success at this level with so little experience at the minor league level?
Yeah, I think that there's a baseline of talent that, has allowed me to do that, but it's also been a lot of hard work. You point out the limited minor league experience, 2022, was the last most minor league games I ever played, and I played 92. I'd probably played 50 before that. And so, especially quality left-handed pitching, I hadn't really had an opportunity to face that. And so, getting up last year, I wouldn't start versus lefties, but I'd face some lefty relievers. Knew I wanted to make that a focus, and I think that's a big reason that I was able to have the year that I had this year, was being able to hold my own versus lefties, eventually work myself to a spot where, I could hit at the top of the order versus lefties and not having to get pinch hit for, just knowing I was going to be in the lineup every day. Stuff like that helped give me some confidence.
Two more, just bear with me. One would be if you were to explain to people who have never participated in the postseason, the World Series, how it's different. How's it different?
I'd say in some ways it actually surprised me how normal it felt in terms of it's just baseball. Sitting on the couch watching in the past, I felt like I got more butterflies and more like that feeling in my stomach than actually playing in it, which, that surprised me a little bit. But I would say the way that it's different is just I think you have to do a better job of managing the emotions of it. There's a little bit more of a gravity to every situation, and whatever happens, bad or good, it's a little harder to flush.
Sitting on the couch, getting nervous. I can relate, Corbin Carroll. I just can't relate to actually playing in the World Series. With Doug Glanville, Kevin Winter with you. Corbin Carroll, the leader of the Arizona Diamondbacks. What's the biggest keys tonight for both teams? The Rangers and the Dbacks. Texas tries to go up 2-1. Dougie, Rangers try to, and Arizona tries to even this up.
Well, let's start with the Texas Rangers. I see it as turning over that lineup, because without Garcia, right, you're looking a lot more at Simeon and Seager, and you want the guys at the bottom to set the table for them. So that's Tavares, that's Jankowski getting on, and who both can run steal some bags, do something different, but set the table for them. And for the Diamondbacks, I think they need to get to that back end of the bullpen through how many arms it takes with a lead. You know, they're home. They can get up Ginkel. They can get up Seawald. They need to get those guys in with the ball with a lead late and then just let them close it out.
We'll find out how it turns out. First pitch is next. This is Game 4 of the World Series on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected performance, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Visit prizepicks.com/OT and use code OT. That's code OT at prizepicks.com/OT.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Yo, 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 what's up, party people? I'm Julie Foudy.
And I'm Lynn Ozawi.
We host the ESPN podcast Laughter Permitted, where we have candid chats with trailblazing women in sports and beyond.
We've talked with goats like Billie Jean King, Simone Biles, Mia Hamm, Sue Bird, Candace Parker, Michaela Schifrin, just to name a few.
So grab a donut or 500 and check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And a huge shout out to our presenting sponsor, Ally, who has supported us since day one.
MLBshop.com is the postseason place to be, with all the hoodies, caps, jerseys, and swag you need to rep who you root for. And with exclusive offers every day, you can strut your stuff for a price you love as much as your team. So wear your pride with style this postseason and rep the community and players you believe in, whether you're at home, on the streets, or at the game. Visit MLBshop.com, the official online shop of Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
You're listening to the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Game 4 coming up. The first team to win the first 3 games has been the road team. Today's trivia question brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Only twice in the last 25 World Series has the road team won each of the first World Series games. The first 3. When were those series? Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the 2023 World Series on ESPN Radio.
Slicing into right base hit. Garcia up with it. Walker running towards the plate to throw it a bounce. Tag out at the plate.
Christian Walker owned it. I will still consider him one of our best instinctual base runners. I think it was just a misread and then trying to make up for it, and he compounded things, and it just didn't go the way we wanted it to. It was a pivotal moment in the day, in the game, absolutely.
Home run over the right field fence for Corey Seager.
Had a conversation with one of their players, and I said, describe Corey Seager to me, and he said he's obsessed with being great.
Swinging a ground ball to short. Seager to his left, picks it up, goes to second, one, on to first, two. Oh, what a turn. 6-4-3, inning-ending double play.
I think Marcus did a better job than me with the turn and the transfer and all that. So props to him, props on Chapman on making a good pitch, and we got out of the inning.
We just got beat. We got maybe out-executed, and we got to figure that out.
Live from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, with Buster Olney. Alongside Jessica Mendoza and Eduardo Perez, here's John Sciambi.
Welcome to the World Series, everybody. The 119th edition of the World Series. Another beautiful night for baseball. 79 degrees. The roof is open. Nothing but blue skies overhead as we get ready for Game 4. And we should likely see, Jessica Mendoza, a lot of relievers in this game.
Boog, it's not the sexy thing to sell when you hear bullpen game, but I get excited because the stars of this one are the managers, the strategy that is involved, and you know there will be controversial decisions that happen whether you pull too soon or too late.
Yeah, a lot of choices to be made. I think the other thing, too, that's difficult is the more people you hand it over with, if you think of it as a relay, there's always the chance that someone's going to drop the baton. That's the issue for Bruce Bochy. He'd love to see 5 innings, 80 pitches from Andrew Heaney.
Yeah, he would love to ride the hot hand. And that's the problem when you commit to a bullpen game. And there's always someone that could just have an off night, could not locate well. The velocity might not be there. But I'll tell you what will be there is the energy. What will be there are the butterflies. They better be there. This is the World Series, for Pete's sake. But I will say this is the game that Torey Lovullo wants to play, and this is the one he feels comfortable managing.
All right, let me get right at this, Eduardo. What about the roster moves? We were informed just a little bit ago. Max Scherzer off the roster for the Rangers, and as well Adolis Garcia off the roster. And specific to Adolis Garcia, it'll be Ezekiel Duran replacing him.
Yeah, his OPS plus is way over the 100 mark. It's at 10. It's in between 106 and 109, and one thing that he has been able to do is spell for the big boys. He did it for Corey Seager when he was out for quite some time. He's got pop. He's got 14 jacks this year. He's going to come in and most likely just maybe come in for base running or even defense late in games. We don't know, but one thing we do know is that Adolis Garcia's bat will be missed in this lineup.
Yeah, no question. So he is done for the series. Max Scherzer as well. That'll be the lefty Brock Burke taking his place on the roster. We asked Bruce Bochy about John Gray and the possibility of Game 7, etc. But, I mean, Bochy more interested, Jess, in the short term. And he said right now he thinks he probably could get an out or two tonight from John Gray. And it will continue to be an as-needed situation for the right-hander who's pitched brilliantly twice.
Yeah, and I think he's hoping he won't have to go there because after Andrew Heaney, you know, Dane Dunning is going to be a guy that I think he's going to try to lean on in hopes that he gets the bulk of the outs in this game. Now, if things go awry, they don't go as planned, I think that's when you see John Gray come into this game because it is not something that I think he would want to use him for tonight.
Eduardo, is there a guy on either team that you think we may not be considering that could impact this game offensively? When you look at these lineups, I mean, it seems like both these teams have gotten contributions at some point in the postseason from different random guys at the bottom portion of the order. Is there somebody that you look at for tonight's game?
Yeah, Bruce Bochy mentioned a guy that he should feel comfortable in the 5 spot, and it made my small ears actually grow big. And that is Josh Jung. He's back where he had a lot of success, and he's hoping that his bat will produce in a major way tonight.
Diamondbacks take the field amid the fireworks. Arizona wearing the white pants, their alternate black tops and black caps with the Sedona red numbers and lettering. Meanwhile, for the Texas Rangers, they go with their road gray uniforms. All right, our starting lineups, they're brought to you by Cintas. Better workdays happen together. Visit Cintas.com. And for the road team, the Texas Rangers, Bruce Bochy is Marcus Semien leading off, and he'll play second base. Corey Seager bats second. He's at shortstop. The DH at third spot hitter is Mitch Garver. Evan Carter, the rookie, will clean it up and play left field. Josh Young, as Eduardo mentioned, is in the 5 spot, and he'll play third base. Nathaniel Lowe will hit 6th. He's at first base. Jonah Heim is the catcher batting 7th. Leody Taveras is in center field hitting 8th. And Travis Jankowski out there in right field in place of the injured Adolis Garcia out with a moderate oblique strain, and he is done for this World Series. Meanwhile, for Torey Lovullo and the Arizona Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte will lead off at second base. Corbin Carroll bats second, and he's in right field. Gabriel Moreno will do the catching, and he'll hit third. Christian Walker cleans it up at first base. Tommy Pham will bat 5th. He's the DH. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is in left field batting 6th. The center fielder, good defender. We saw it on display last night, Alec Thomas. Thomas out there, and he will hit 7th. Emmanuel Rivera is the choice at third base. Evan Longoria will sit in this one, and Rivera will hit 8th. And Geraldo Perdomo's been swinging a pretty good bat in these playoffs. Known for his defense, he's the shortstop, and he will bat 9th. All right, so on the mound to begin this game for the Arizona Diamondbacks, it is Joe Mantiply. He did the same thing as the starter in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series, and that was a game that ended up going the Diamondbacks' way. So Semien climbs in, Mantiply ready to work, and here we go. And the lefty kicks, fires. And the first pitch is cut on and missed. And it's strike 1. Mantiply, a veteran left-hander, 32 years old, from Dry Fork, Virginia. Pitched his college ball at Virginia Tech. The 0-1. And that one is down and in. Mantiply a season ago was an all-star. This year it was kind of up and down, I guess quite literally if you think about the big leagues in AAA. He was sent out in June. The 1-1. And that one a little bit high. Our plate umpire is David Rackley. So he has the balls and strikes. Vic Carapaz at first. Kerchief Bill Miller at second. DJ Rayburn is at third. I'll give you the rest of the umpires in a moment. 2-1 is inside. Down the left field line, Quinn Walcott. And down the right field line, last night's plate umpire, Alfonso Marquez. And apply a guy who is very good at getting lefties. The 3-1 to the righty is cut on and missed.
A guy that had a 7.20 ERA at one point this season, mid-August. That's when he caught fire and has been one of the better arms out of the bullpen for the D-backs.
They chant, "Let's go D-backs" here at Chase Field. And the 3-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Foul. That's off to the right. And that'll twist off out of play. It remains filled up. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. I think I'm going to be saying that a lot tonight. Miguel Castro is warming in the left field corner for Arizona. The Diamondbacks, they come out of the third base dugout. Their bullpen in the left field corner. Texas first base dugout. Bullpen right field corner. 3-2. Swing and a foul out of play off to the right, and they'll do it again. Marcus Semien 3 for 13 in this World Series. In the playoffs, he just has not gotten going. Just 197, does not have a homer, and he's knocked in just 3. Did have an RBI single last night. Another 3-2. Swing and a ground ball to the hole at short. Backhanded by Perdomo. Spins around, throws, got him. That's a heck of a play by Geraldo Perdomo. The Diamondbacks have plus defenders all over the field, including shortstop, Eduardo.
And he showed a lot of athleticism going to his right, and then he 360s the opposite way, turning from left field to right field, squaring up and making a strong throw over to first.
Here's Corey Seager now. So Mantiply getting his first look at a lefty. And the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball drilled out into left center field. Gurriel going back, makes the call and the catch shy of the warning track in left center. Seager, a notorious first pitch swinger. And on that first pitch, he flies out to the left fielder, 2 away.
On his miss, too. That 2-seam was supposed to be low and away. Instead, it ended up being middle and up. They got lucky there. Seager didn't hit it out.
So 2 down now And Mitch Garver at the plate. No score, top of the first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A changeup from the lefty Mantiply. Joe Mantiply was pitched at the major league level with the Tigers, the Yankees, and the Diamondbacks. And the lefty fires. And that one is outside. After he got a chance to start in Game 4 of the LCS the next day, he joked, man, I loved it. He said, they're cheering right from the start. It's amazing. He said, the first strike, he said, I wanted to stay out there. The 1-1 is cut out and missed. 1-2.
The other thing he enjoys is not having to jog in from the bullpen to relieve. He comes in with the catcher and just comes out from the dugout. He loves that.
Yeah, he's got a great sense of humor, a great way about him. Everybody on their feet here at Chase Field. And they wave the Sedona Red rally towels. Garver climbs back in, straightaway stance right side. Left side of the infield, backed up, playing him to pull. The 1-2. Fouled off at the plate, and that got Moreno. Gabby Moreno has gotten clipped a number of times in this postseason. It started in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Bryce Terang hit him on a backswing. It knocked him out of the game, and there was some question as to whether he'd be ready for the Dodgers series. Then in that Dodgers series, took a foul ball off his hand against Philadelphia. Again, a foul ball got him. So he's toughed it out and continues to play really good defense. The 1-2, too high.
Not to mention Bryce Harper took him out, and he also had a backswing.
That's right, and that was another one. That's right.
He's been beat up.
Yeah, Harper got him in the collision at home plate. And that was here at Chase Field. 2-2 outside. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes as the curveball missed. For Mitch Garver, 244 in the playoffs, 1 for 11 in the World Series with a home run. Mantiply comes set and fires. Swinging a foul out of play off to the right. Mitch Garver, who has been used as their DH in these playoffs, got a lot of power. A catcher by trade. Hasn't gotten to do that in over a month, however. The 3-2. And that is low, and it is ball 4. So Garver will take his base, and that is one of the things Garver does well during the regular season, an on base of 370. The big league average is 320, so it gives you an idea of how good an eye Mitch Garver has. 2 outs, man aboard, and the inning extended. Here comes Evan Carter. So man at first, no score. Carter facing the lefty. Here comes the pitch. And a breaking ball in for strike 1. That's the curve. Evan Carter in the postseason hitting .333, a homer and 6 knocked in. 5 for 12 in the World Series. Here's the 0-1. And that is on the outside corner. It's 0-2. A sinker that just ran back over the outside corner.
You can tell that Mantiply has a lot more confidence against lefties and righties. Pounding the spots, hitting them, throwing every pitch with conviction.
0-2 now. Man at first. Here comes. Swing and a high fly ball center field shallow. Thomas charging in, slowing down, and makes the catch. Carter flies to center. Mantiply able to pitch around the 2-out walk. End of a half inning. It's the Rangers 0 to the Diamondbacks coming to bat. This is the World Series. It is Game 4 on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BREAK to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BREAK to 321-321. That's BREAK to 321-321.
You promised.
I took the garbage out.
No, I'm talking about all the work we need to get done around here.
I know. We need a new roof and we need replacement windows.
How about a new bathroom and some overdue remodeling?
And how are we supposed to pay for all that?
My sister said she called Remodeling Loans and they were able to find her certified contractors.
That's great. But how'd she get the money to pay for all that?
Remodeling Loans offered 0 interest for 60 months. They even have payment plans with 0 down and 0 deposit.
Looks like we're getting a home makeover.
Great. Now, if I only knew someone to call for a husband makeover.
Really?
Remodeling Loans is the #1 leader in home improvement financing. Call 800-921-1403 today for a no credit check, no risk approval. Get approved today and we'll match you with the best contractors in your area. And remember, no deposit financing is now available. Call 800-921-1403. 800-921-1403.
You're listening to the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Bottom half of inning number 1. John Sciambi, Jessica Mendoza, Eduardo Perez, Buster Olney with you. And it'll be Ketel Marte to start things off against the lefty Andrew Heaney. 32 years old, a kid from Oklahoma City, pitches college ball at Oklahoma State this past year. For the Rangers, 10-6, a 4.15 ERA, 28 starts, 34 appearances. Getting a World Series start. He delivers. And the pitch is outside, ball 1 to the switch hitter batting right, Marte. For Heaney so far, 9 innings, an ERA of 5. The next pitch is in for a strike. That's the changeup, and it's 1-1.
He's got the slider, fastball that he likes a lot, but it's the slider and the change he gets outs with.
And the pitch, and that one is inside. We asked Bruce Bochy about Heaney and what you monitor, and he said command. The ability to throw it where he wants to, the 2-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And Ketel Marte extends his hit streak to 20 in a row. He has hit in all 20 postseason games that he has played in, including all 16 that he's played in this year.
That's impressive what he has done. And most of his hits are hard hit up the middle. This one was 111 miles per hour. Raises his hands as soon as he gets to first base in celebration.
Young in on the turf at third. Here's Corbin Carroll and the pitch. Swinging a foul out of play. Pushed into the upper deck for strike 1. No score. We're in the bottom of the first. And the Diamondbacks with the leadoff man on base. Corbin Carroll, 3 for 13 in this World Series. Get a chance to visit with him for our pregame show. Marte, small lead at first. The pitch. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
One noticeable thing right away is Travis Jankowski playing a very deep right field compared to where Adolis Garcia had played Carroll before.
Left-hand hitter back in, awaiting at 0-2. And Heaney will throw to first, and Marte steps back in. Corbin Carroll with power, 25 homers this year for the likely National League Rookie of the Year. No score, bottom of the first. Heaney sets, glove out front. Taking his time and fires. And that one just missed down and away. K-Zone had it as a strike, but David Rackley not buying. 1-2.
That's a big turnaround right there from 2-1 now. Would have been 1-2 if Rackley would have gotten that one.
And Heim presented it well. Jonah Heim, one of the best framers of baseball. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Carroll is gone. So Heaney gets the lefty. And the batter now will be Gabriel Moreno.
goes upstairs with the fastball, and after missing low and away, gets the chase right at the letters.
So one down, and the right-hand hitter will climb in. Marte at first. Heaney fires. And that one is inside, maybe a little bit low. Although K-Zone had that as a strike.
Not getting the bottom of the zone right now.
Heaney going with that high sock look. Pants blouse just below the knees. Showing off all that blue sock. And the lefty delivers. Swing and a slicing liner. Foul down the right side. And the count 1-1. This kid, Gabby Moreno, was originally signed by the Toronto Blue Jays out of Venezuela. Grew up a huge Miguel Cabrera fan. And he's stocky. He's got some power. I mean, look, he's got 4 homers in the playoffs. It took him 78 games to hit 4 homers during the regular year. The 1-1 is on the outside corner for a strike, and now it's 1-2. But the homers he's hit in these playoffs, I mean, they have not been cheapies. He is unloaded.
He really has. He's found barrel with those. No doubters.
1-2 now. Marte at first. The lefty ready. And a throw over to first, and Marte steps back in. Marte does not have a big lead. It's a Diamondbacks team that does like to run. Cattell swiped 8 of 10. And Arizona's second in the majors in stolen bases. Only the Reds had more this year. And now Moreno will step out of the box.
The best home run that Moreno had this postseason was the one that he hit foul off Lance Lynn of the Dodgers, and the very next pitch hit it out.
1-2 now. Runner at first, the pitch. Swing and a foul back to the screen. They'll do it again.
They called it a home run. Went around the bases. They had to review it, and then it was bring them back. The Dodger fans are going crazy. Very next pitch is like, all right, you want me to hit again?
I'll do it again. Moreno climbs back in, and here comes. Swing and a fly ball foul, slicing down the right side and out of play.
I think it's important to note right away, home plate umpire David Rackley, you have to watch the bottom of the zone, especially against right-handed batters. Doesn't call a lot of those strikes, and we've already seen a couple of those.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Moreno is gone. So Heaney, back-to-back strikeouts. And with 2 away, it'll be left up to Christian Walker to keep the inning going. Walker, who had a knock in the game last night and then was thrown out at the plate. And the pitch. And that is down and in. Ball 1.
Very unusual for this Diamondbacks team to get 2 outs with a leadoff runner still at first base.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play off to the right. Walker, last 2 years combined, 69 home runs, including 33 this year. And this is a guy they got off of waivers in March of 2017, and then it still took a while. Remember, they traded away Paul Goldschmidt prior to the 2019 season. There goes the runner. The pitch is high. Throw to second. The tag out at second. Bill Miller on the call. Simeon put the tag down, and that ends the inning. Ketel Marte cut down trying to steal, and a great throw by Jonah Heim. We're at the end of 1 here in Phoenix, and Game 4 of this World Series. It's 0-0. It's the World Series on ESPN Radio and ESPN app.
Get trusty women and men and Tommy John each day. Remember, it's the perfect gift to give this holiday. To save us from discomfort when you're under, start to fray. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Tommy John, I know them. Over 20 million pairs sold. We elves better get off our shelves and make some comfort and joy.
All throughout the land, Tommy John's gladly worn. Underwear and loungewear upon each blessed morn, making everyone comfy whose body they adorn. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Santa's not the only one with a sack, you know? Upgrade yours today with Tommy John underwear. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/stream. TommyJohn.com/stream for 20% off. See site for details. They're so elfin comfortable.
Yo, 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 what's up, party people? I'm Julie Foudy.
And I'm Lynn Ozawi.
We host the ESPN podcast Laughter Permitted, where we have candid chats with trailblazing women in sports and beyond.
We've talked with goats like Billie Jean King, Simone Biles, Mia Hamm, Sue Bird, Candace Parker, Michaela Schifrin, just to name a few.
So grab a donut or 500 and check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And a huge shout out to our presenting sponsor, Ally, who has supported us since day one.
Postseason baseball is here, and how teams show up at each game will decide their fate and our next world champion. Who will deliver? Who will steal the show? Who will go above? And who will go beyond? The answers will be revealed one pitch at a time, and you won't want to miss any of the action, especially as we find ourselves asking one final question. Who will be the one? Go to MLB.com/postseason to find out where to watch. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
This is the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Top half of inning number 2, and here at Chase Field, no score. And Josh Young will come up to hit, and Joe Mantiply back out there. Eduardo, are you surprised at this?
I am because you have right, left, and then a switch hitter, and to me, Mantiply was only supposed to go through the first 4 hitters of this lineup.
Here's the pitch to Young, and he fouls that off. And it's 0-1. Josh Young got a lot of power, 23 homers. So Torey Lovello electing to send his lefty back out there. And the right-hand hitter waits. The pitch down and in.
And let me add to that as well. He had to throw 8 pitches to get Simeon out, and then another 8 pitches, and he lost Mitch Garver on a walk to the 2 righties that he faced in the first.
The 1-1 is a strike on the inside corner. Meanwhile, worth noting that Josh Young this year slashed .327, .368, .627 against lefties. So certainly giving him an opportunity. Mantiply is ready. And a pitch too high. And now it's 2-2 on the third baseman. Young digs back into the batter's box with those white spikes. Rests the bat on his right shoulder. Mantiply has the sign. The lefty fires. Swing and a ball drilled right center field. That's going to touch down, and that's going to roll all the way to the fence. Young racing for second, and Young will stop there. It's a leadoff double for Josh Young. And that was hit hard.
Yeah, the thing with Josh Young is his ability to go to right center field is unique to this lineup from the right-handed side. No other right-handed hitter has that ability for the Texas Rangers, making him very dangerous against left-handed pitching.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe now. So Mantiply facing another lefty. No score. We're in the top of the second. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. A breaking ball darting down and away. That was the curve at strike one. In the outfield left to right, it's Gurriel, Thomas, and Carroll. Thomas shaded towards left center.
Castro still warming up in the bullpen, and it would be malpractice if Jonah Heim gets to face Mantiply, who's on deck.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a bouncer foul at first. And that one rattles around into and then out of the Rangers dugout and into the camera well beyond their dugout first base side. Young, the runner at second. Mantiply sets and checks it. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So Mantiply gets the strikeout. Miguel Castro was up and loosening. Torey Lovello out of the dugout, and Jonah Heim is not going to get a chance to hit right-handed. So we've got our first pitching change. Call to the bullpen is brought to you by Geico. Insurance can be hard. That's why Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 claim service and on-the-go policy info in the app. It's easy with Geico. And with one out here in inning number 2, the Rangers and the Diamondbacks. No score. It's the World Series Game 4 on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected performance, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Visit prizepicks.com/OT and use code OT. That's code OT at prizepicks.com/OT.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Trying to protect your identity by yourself is a lot like trying to be a quarterback without an offensive line. LifeLock alerts you to blindside threats you may miss on your own, even if you're monitoring your credit. If a threat happens to get through, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist is there to help. Join now and save up to 25% your first year at LifeLock.com/sports. That's LifeLock.com/sports to save 25%. LifeLock. Identity theft protection starts here.
92. With Doug Glanville, I'm Kevin Winter for Game 4 of the World Series. Here starts the parade. Torey Lovello going to the bullpen as expected. Again, your biggest key, Doug Glanville, is to get to the circle of trust with the lead, isn't it?
It's the key, and you think about who that is. It's 7, 8, and 9, and they probably could even get 12 outs, but they got to get there with something to protect.
Reminder of our trivia question brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Only twice in the last 25 years has there been 3 consecutive wins by a road team in the World Series. Who were those teams, or more importantly, when were those series? We'll give you the answer coming up. Sending back to the second inning at Chase Field with Jessica Mendoza, Eduardo Perez. Here's Sean Shampi.
Kev, thanks so much. I'm not going to spoil the trivia question, but I will tell you that road teams in this postseason are 24-15. Who'd have thunk it? So Miguel Castro will take over. Doug Glanville talking about the circle of trust, and that would be Ryan Thompson, Kevin Ginkel, and Paul Sewald. And, yeah, I think Dougie's probably right. The 12 outs is on the table for that group of 3. As Castro takes over, the slender right-hander. And he'll face Jonah Heim. Heim switch hitter batting left. Young at second to pitch. And that one is inside.
Jonah Heim, a better hitter against left-handed pitching. He hit .325 compared to right-handed pitching, hit .243.
Digs in on the left side, the 1-0. Outside and low. Heim, we mentioned, was an all-star this year. Really good in the first half. The numbers fell off. He dealt with a wrist injury. If you're just joining us, the Rangers taking both Adolis Garcia and Max Scherzer off the roster. The 2-0. And that's a strike on the outside corner. So Ezekiel Duran and Brock Burke added to the roster. So Adolis and Max are done for this World Series. There's a 2-1. Swing and a foul ball down the left side, slicing out of play. And again, they dealt with it before. I mean, Seager was on the IL 2 different times. A hamstring injury that cost him close to 5 weeks. Had a thumb injury for Garcia. He was out for 10, 11 days in September with a knee issue. The 2-2 is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And, let's not forget, this is a Texas team. Their free agency headliner was Jacob deGrom. He made 6 starts for them before Tommy John surgery. The 3-2. Swing and a ground ball right side. Backhanding it is Marte. Throw to first. Time is out. On the play, Young to third. 2 down. It'll bring up Leody Taveras.
Yeah, even just as far as names, I mean, Max Scherzer, someone that wouldn't really have been relevant for them until Game 7, if there was a Game 7. But Adolis Garcia, what he's done throughout this postseason.
Here's Taveras, the pitch. And Castro deals outside. Switch hitter batting left. And he takes ball 1. Taveras 0 for 9 in the World Series, hitting .200 in the postseason. And the pitch. And that one is on the inside corner for a strike. The righty kicks, fires. And that one is outside and low. Kyle Nelson, the lefty, is up and throwing in the Arizona bullpen in that left field corner. The 2-1. On the outside corner. 2-2.
A little generous right there. Castro could have the inside part because Taveras is now looking away. Gurriel shaded towards the line and left.
2 outs, no score, top of the second. Young at third, time call. Tell you, we've been treated to some great atmospheres in the postseason. The Diamondbacks' attendance this year inconsistent. In the playoffs, this place has been buzzing, and it is again here tonight. The 2-2 in the dirt, squirts away from Moreno. Here comes Young, and Moreno can't make a throw. Young slides across on the wild pitch. 1-0 Texas.
What a great read by Josh Young at third base. He took a secondary, and once he did it with the crossover, as soon as the ball hit dirt, he didn't hesitate 1 second. Moreno looked up, did not see the ball when he was trying to pick it up, and Josh Young scores easily.
Yeah, Moreno grabbed at it, couldn't secure it, grabbed again, couldn't secure it, never ended up making a throw. The 3-2. And that one is down and in, ball 4. And Taveras will take his base. So Texas, with 2 outs, gets a run on a wild pitch that scores Josh Young. And now Leody Taveras is aboard in front of Travis Jankowski.
And that's been one of the more inconsistent parts of Miguel Castro, has been the command.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. And 0-1 to Jankowski.
And even though it's a wild pitch, Boog, that is a ball that Gabby Moreno can get around. And normally you don't see him kind of ricochet off his leg like it did.
Taveras, small lead at first. The 0-1. Swing and a line drive up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. And Taveras will stop at second. How about Travis Jankowski, the veteran, called into action, getting to start in right field in place of the injured Adolis Garcia. And a World Series hit for Jankowski.
And this ball's not hit hard. 71 miles an hour off the very end of the bat. It almost looked like slow motion going by the head of Castro. He thought about catching it, let it go, and then it kind of just trickled its way up the middle to get to the grass.
So Travis Jankowski with the single softly into center, and now it's Marcus Semien. First and second, 2 outs. And the first offering bounced foul of third.
Guys, this could be the worst nightmare right now for Torey Lovullo, as if the bottom of the order of Texas, and that's Taveras and Jankowski, start creating offense, puts a lot of pressure, and then you have to face these two guys, Semien and Seager.
Nelson continues to loosen into D-backs pen. The 0-1 is outside. Ball to strike now. Eduardo, I think you hit on it, though. Even though Moreno wasn't able to grab it cleanly, Young got a great read. Aggressive and decisive. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, and he knew who was on the mound. I mean, Castro is a guy that will be inconsistent, that will throw the ball and spike a pitch, and he was ready for it.
Tavares at second, Jankowski at first. It's game 4 of the 119th World Series. Rangers lead 1-0. The pitch. Swing and a ball lined towards the left field corner. Fair ball. That's going to get into the corner. In to score Leody Tavares. Jankowski on his heels. He's in to score. Semien racing for third, and he's in. It's a 2-run triple for Marcus Semien into the left field corner, and the Rangers have opened up a 3-0 lead.
This is a shot down the line for Semien, but the read of Gurriel, remember this is his home ballpark. It ricochets off the fence and gets by him, so then he has to chase it back down. A ball hit even down the line to left field should never be a triple in your home ballpark. You need to understand those reads. Gurriel read it wrong, and that's why Semien's on third base.
Torey Lovullo out of the dugout, and with Corey Seager scheduled to hit. Torey is going to go to the bullpen and bring in the lefty. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Geico. And with 2 outs here in inning number 2, it's the Rangers 3, the Diamondbacks nothing. This is the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected performance, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Visit prizepicks.com/OT and use code OT. That's code OT at prizepicks.com/OT.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hi, Phil Swift here for new Flex Super Glue. What's truly amazing is that our Flex Super Glue is so strong that just one drop virtually welds itself to the surface and can lift over 3 tons. Forget those old super glues. Get the one that's new. Flex Super Glue. Go to flexsealproducts.com/3-ton lift to learn more about how one drop lifted 3 tons. For demonstration purposes only.
Of ESPN.
With Doug Glanville, I'm Kevin Winter. Game 4 of the World Series. Dougie, Mike Tyson once famously said everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. The Diamondbacks plan, they're taking a hit right now. Castro gets lit up.
Well, I would say everybody has a plan until Corey Seager swings at the first pitch. But right now, the bottom of the order, they're flipping it over and they're setting the table for Semien and Seager. That's a nightmare for the D-backs. They have to get those guys out. And they didn't, and now it's a 3-spot real quick.
And now Seager's coming up to bat. Eddie mentioned that, the nightmare scenario. Back to Eddie, Jess, and Boog. Yeah, and if you're wondering teams that score first this postseason, they're 30-9, including 3-0 in this World Series. Texas leading at 3-0, top of the second. And the lefty Kyle Nelson will take over. He'll face Corey Seager. So it'll be the left-on-left matchup, with 2 down and a man at third.
So let's throw the script that we believe that the Arizona Diamondbacks had out the window is don't let Corey Seager beat you, right? Instead of having him walk to Castro and let's face Garver against Castro, which would have been a very good matchup, they decide now because they're down 3, you go Nelson, Seager, advantage still Seager against the lefty.
Seager flied to left his first time. Semien at third, the pitch. And that's in the dirt and smothered by Moreno, ball 1. Texas Rangers leading this World Series 2-1, thanks to the 3-1 win last night. Kyle Nelson wants a new baseball, and he gets it. Rangers 1 of 6 franchises that have never won the World Series. Rangers, Brewers, Rockies, Mariners, Rays, Padres. Here's a swing and a high fly ball crushed. Corey Seager unloads out to right center, and it's gone. Oh, boy. Seager absolutely annihilates one over to the left of the pool in right center. And the Rangers now have a 5-0 lead, and he hammered it. 431 feet later, and the left-on-left matchup kind of goes out the window right there as they have the quirky markings out there with the yellow line. He hit it to the right of the yellow line, and then it ricocheted back onto the field. But, man, did he kill it. And the first offering is outside the strike zone to Mitch Garver. Garver, right-hand hitter. This place has gone quiet. 5-0. Texas on top of Arizona.
I'm still trying to figure out why they threw to Corey Seager. And it continues to be the narrative with Garcia not in this lineup. He's the guy.
And a pitch. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Fair ball towards the line. Rivera has it. Throw to first in time. And Garver is out. But the damage done, I'll say. The two big hits. Simeon with a 2-run triple. Seager a 2-run homer. And midway in the second, it's 5-0. Texas on top. It's the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BREAK to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BREAK to 321-321. That's BREAK to 321-321.
Looks like we're getting a home makeover.
Great. Now, if I only knew someone to call for a husband makeover.
Really?
Remodeling Loans is the #1 leader in home improvement financing. Call 800-921-1403 today for a no credit check, no risk approval. Get approved today and we'll match you with the best contractors in your area. And remember, no deposit financing is now available. Call 800-921-1403. 800-921-1403.
Jackie Robinson may have broken the color barrier, but he wasn't the first black baseball star. The players who came before him, including my grandpa, Norman Turkey Stearns, competed in a segregated league.
They were denied their rightful place in history.
We're going to uncover the stories of the Negro Leagues and the baseball greats you've never heard of. Reclaimed, the Forgotten League. Listen now, wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Back here in Arizona, the roof is open. It's a gorgeous night, but at least thus far, not from a Diamondbacks perspective. Texas 5 and Arizona 0 as we go to the bottom of the second.
In the press conference, Torey Lovullo said that he had woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning just upset about the call in the last inning. I might be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning just wondering why Manaplas started that inning.
Yeah, the batter here is Christian Walker. And the first one to him is in for a strike from Andrew Heaney.
Then I'll wake up after I go back to sleep 5 minutes later.
The 0-1 is a little bit low.
And wonder why they brought in the lefty to face Corey Seager. And by that time, I'll hit my Peloton and I'll continue the day.
Here comes the pitch. Swing and a foul out of play off to the right. I mean, look, Corey Seager was second in the majors in OPS, second in the majors in slug. And with no disrespect to Kyle Nelson, the 1-2 is chopped off the plate towards short. Here's Seager collecting, throwing to first, and Walker is out. But standard lefty is not going to scare Corey Seager, right?
No, and Jess, we talked about this, right? That's the guy we circled, Corey Seager.
2 outs. There is a base wide open. And even if you're not going for, you don't give him a strike.
The pitch to Pham. And that's a little bit high and a ball.
But that's a straight 4. That's like we're not even going to try to unintentionally No, you're on first base. We respect your bat.
The 1-0 is in there for a strike, even though it squirts out of the glove of Jonah Heim. And it's 1-1 on Tommy Pham. Pham was 7 for 13 in this World Series. And the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out towards shallow right center field. Taveras coming on. And he calls off Jankowski and makes the catch.
Tell you what, that play right there, that was great communication by Taveras. Jankowski, knowing that he's the center fielder, bailed on it. Semien heard him perfectly. Nicely played. And just to close the book on the other thing, on that last inning, Torrey even told us, you know, that's how they pitched Schwarber and Harper in the Philly series.
Here's the pitch. And a fastball in for a strike to Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Those were the two guys that they were not going to allow to be beaten by, so they pitched around them.
Here's the 0-1. That's upstairs and outside. Corey Seager now 3 for 13 in this World Series with 3 home runs.
So good.
The 1-1. Swing and a ball ripped left field, base hit. Gurriel, a 2-out single. And the Diamondbacks with their second hit of the night. And with 2 outs, a man aboard in front of Alek Thomas. Texas leading 5-0. We're in the bottom of the second. It's game 4 of the 2023 World Series. So here's Thomas, 4 for 13 in the World Series. Heaney fires. And a fastball misses outside. Thomas, outstanding defender. We saw it on display last night. Young in on the turf at third. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Pulled off that slider from Heaney. He's one of 4 23-year-olds Torey Lovullo has in his starting lineup. The pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by Heim.
Tell you what, once this inning is over, Bruce Bochy's going to make sure that that offense does not let up. He wants to score as many runs as he can against the D-backs and keep Heaney out there to keep that bullpen fresh for the rest of the series, especially tomorrow.
Heaney ready and fires. Swing and a fly ball well struck towards the left field corner. And that one slicing foul. Carter racing after it. Runs really well. Good defender. But that one landing in the corner just outside the white line. Well, Alek Thomas, a man who was signed to play both baseball and football at TCU. Instead, signed with the Diamondbacks in 2018. The pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by Heim. Really good block.
And that's the difference. And not to even go back to Gabriel Moreno, but this was textbook. I mean, what Jonah Heim did, ball in the dirt, get your body around that. Perfect job.
Time's not a small fella either. He goes 6'4", 220, and he moves quite well back there. Gurriel at first, 2 down. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a line drive, hit to left, but right at Carter. He's there and moving towards the line, makes the catch. Thomas is out, inning over. No runs, 1 hit. The Diamondbacks leave a man. We'll head to the third. The roof is open in Phoenix, and Texas has a 5-0 lead. This is the World Series. It's Game 4 on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Get trusty women and men in Tommy John each day. Remember, it's the perfect gift to give this holiday. To save us from discomfort when you're under, start to fray. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Tommy John, I know them. Over 20 million pairs sold. We elves better get off our shelves and make some comfort and joy.
All throughout the land, Tommy John's gladly worn. Underwear and loungewear upon each blessed morn, making everyone comfy whose body they adorn. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Santa's not the only one with a sack, you know? Upgrade yours today with Tommy John underwear. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/stream. TommyJohn.com/stream for 20% off. See site for details. They're so elfin comfortable.
Up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Postseason baseball is here, and how teams show up at each game will decide their fate and our next world champion. Who will deliver? Who will steal the show? Who will go above? And who will go beyond? The answers will be revealed one pitch at a time, and you won't want to miss any of the action, especially as we find ourselves asking one final question. Who will be the one? Go to MLB.com/postseason to find out where to watch. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
You're listening to the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Top half of inning number 3, and the Rangers have a 5-0 lead on the Diamondbacks. Kyle Nelson will continue. And for the Rangers, it'll be Evan Carter, Josh Young, and Nathaniel Lowe. A reminder, don't miss Rangers and Diamondbacks in Game 5 of the World Series, presented by Capital One. It's tomorrow. Coverage begins 7 Eastern on Fox and right here on ESPN Radio. Here's the pitch to Evan Carter. And the slider misses down and away, ball 1. Carter is just 21 years old, turned 21 in August, made his big league debut September 8th, the 1-0. Is on the inside corner. I mean, wouldn't you love to be able to get in a time machine and go back and tell Evan Carter, don't worry at the beginning of the year because you're going to be hitting 3rd and 4th in the World Series. The 1-1 is outside and low.
And you asked him that. You said, if I had told you back, and he straight up was like, I would have said you're crazy.
Yeah, I would have said you're out of your mind.
That is a fact.
The 2-1 is a little bit high. What are you trying to say?
You're crazy.
Okay.
Well, they did ask him in spring training, what do you have to work on? He says, I got to bulk up. I got to get stronger. I know I can hit the ball hard. I know I can hit it out of the ballpark, but I need to be more consistent.
The 3-1. Chop towards first. Walker is there. Gloves it. Calls off Nelson. Steps on first. Carter is out. 3 unassisted.
Third baseman, Josh Young.
And Josh Young will come up to hit. Well, the second inning, the Rangers scored 5 times, and it got started as Torey Lovullo, we were at least a little surprised by it. He left Joe Manaply out there to face the righty, and with 2 strikes, Young started the inning with a double. First offering missing the mark, and that is ball 1 to Young.
And that's the scary part because Young crushes left-handed pitching.
Nelson fires. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So Young, 2 for 2 against a couple of lefties. And the batter now will be Nathaniel Lowe.
You want to break open Josh Young?
It makes zero sense to me right now that he is facing a left-handed pitcher once, now twice in a game, and it's a choice that they've made. Hit 327 on base percentage of 368. He slugged 627 against lefties, slugged 419 against righties.
Here's Lowe now, the pitch. And the lefty delivers a strike. It's 0-1. Nathaniel Lowe struck out swinging. He was the last batter that Joe Manaply faced. The pitch. Swing and a foul ball upstairs off to the left. And now 0-2. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Texas. 0-2-0 for Arizona. Rangers jumping out to the early lead. Nelson delivers in the dirt. Texas Rangers are a perfect 9-0 on the road in these playoffs. Digest this for a second. In the history of their franchise, they've never won 10 in a row in the regular season on the road. We'll figure that out. 1-2. And a pitch. Swing and a foul out of play off to the left.
I think the question to be asked is, are the Diamondbacks more afraid of Young against lefties or Lowe against righties? And we have the answer.
The 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
I just do not agree with it.
Pitch in the dirt there makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes on Nathaniel Lowe. 0 for 1. Rangers 5. Diamondbacks nothing. We're in the top of the third. A man at first and 1 out. John Sciambi, Jessica Mendoza, Eduardo Perez, Buster Olney. The 2-2. Off the outside corner, it missed. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Our producer is Rob Kelly. Our engineer is the great Al Rosenberg. Back in our studios, Kevin Winter and Doug Lanville. Lowe climbs back in, awaiting a 3-2. Here comes. Swing and a ground ball up the middle of the base hit. And Young will stop at second. Lowe hit that one hard. And 2 on and 1 out.
And this from Sarah Langs. In the second inning, the Rangers hit for the cycle. It's the 10th time a team did that in a World Series inning. The last 2 times, Atlanta in the bottom of the 8th and bottom of the 4th in the 1991 Game 5 World Series.
Torey Lovello out of the dugout. And we've got another pitching change. Well, the plan the Diamondbacks put together has not worked, at least thus far. Luis Frias has been warming. And end of the line for Kyle Nelson. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Geico. Insurance can be hard. That's why Geico makes it easy with 24/7 claim service and on-the-go policy info in the app. It's easy with Geico. And with 1 out here in inning number 3, it's the Rangers 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. This is the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected performance, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Visit prizepicks.com/OT and use code OT. That's code OT at prizepicks.com/OT.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Trying to protect your identity by yourself is a lot like trying to be a quarterback without an offensive line. LifeLock alerts you to blindside threats you may miss on your own, even if you're monitoring your credit. If a threat happens to get through, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist is there to help. Join now and save up to 25% your first year at LifeLock.com/sports. That's LifeLock.com/sports to save 25%. LifeLock. Identity theft protection starts here.
I'm Kevin Winter with Doug Glanville. The Rangers lead Game 4, 5-0. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. So Eduardo Perez relayed the note from Sarah Langs regarding the Rangers hitting for the cycle in the second inning. As we go back to John Shambi, Eddie, and Jessica Mendoza, the question is, did Boog twitch or shake when that was being mentioned? Because we know how much Boog loves the cycle. Guys, back to you.
I'm okay with it.
Oh, that's why I threw it out there.
I know. I love you, Sarah Langs. Here's Luis Frias taking over, and a big right-hander goes 6'3", 245. He likes the cutter and the four-seamer, and occasionally will throw the slider. Frias, so far in these playoffs, a 1.50 ERA in 6 innings of work. Switch hitter batting left, Jonah Heim, the pitch. Swing and a ground ball right side. Picking it up, Walker bobbling, and everybody's going to be safe. And that's what kind of night it's been so far for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arguably the best defensive first baseman in the game, making an error on what was as routine a play as there is.
It's also the first error of this World Series. The first time in the history of the World Series, Boog, that there has not been an error through the first 3 games. And you never would have pegged to be Christian Walker that would make the first.
So the error on Walker, and safely aboard is Heim, and the first one to Tavares misses for ball 1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Leody Tavares, and the pitch, and that one is in there for a strike. For the Rangers, it was announced pregame Adolis Garcia would be off the roster, done for the World Series with that oblique strain. The 1-1 inside, and now it's 2 balls and a strike. Beautiful night here in the desert. The roof is open, the lights taking full effect. The 2-1 outside corner for a strike, says David Rackley. Young, the runner at third. Lowe, the runner at second. Heim, the runner at first. There's 1 out. Frias fires. Swing and a ball popped foul. That's out of play, off to the left. Leody Tavares, a walk and a run scored his first time. Rangers scored 5 times in the second. Simeon, a 2-run triple. Seager, a 2-run homer, and he crushed it. The 2-2 off the outside corner, and now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Texas. 0-2-1 for Arizona. All loaded up, and a big spot right here. Frias trying to keep it a 5-run deficit. The righty deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's a heck of a pitch right there by Frias. Throwing that cutter at 89.5 miles per hour, just down and in. Looks like a strike. Disappears out of the strike zone, but the hitter's so focused on thinking the number 1's coming on a 3-2 pitch.
Here's Jankowski now, the pitch. And that one on the outside corner for a strike. Travis Jankowski, a soft single to center his first time.
Outfield playing very shallow, especially in center and left. Against Jankowski.
Bases loaded, 2 down, 0-1 on the left-hand hitter. Here comes. And that one is a little bit low. That slider missing. Frias frustrated with the call from David Rackley. Right-hander ready and fires. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into center field. Sliding to knock it down is Thomas. 1 run is in. Here comes Lowe to score. Stopping at third is Jonah Heim, and into second is Jankowski. It is 7-0, Texas on top. Well, how about that? Travis Jankowski getting to start for the injured Adolis Garcia, and he's 2 for 2, and right there does damage, knocking into.
Wait for your time, wait for your turn, choked up. They've been pitching him down, and he went after it. Thomas doing a nice job of being able to stop that ball.
Here's Simeon, and the pitch is foul-tipped into the mitt of Moreno, and it is strike one.
Set it in the bottom of the top of the second inning. The bottom half of that lineup for the Rangers is going to have to play big, and they have so far.
Frias steals the 0-1, crushed in the air, left field. Gurriel back some more at the track, at the wall, gone! Home run, Marcus Simeon will touch them all. And the Rangers have opened it up. It's a 3-run homer, and Texas now leads it 10-0. Now this is Texas Rangers offense that was third in the majors in runs per game. They led the American League, and Adolis Garcia or no Adolis Garcia, they could swing it.
Well, the key, too, was, the bottom of this lineup to keep getting Marcus Simeon up to bat, the top of this order. And Simeon takes a fastball, by the way, that was almost up and out of the zone. Went up and got it, drove it out, didn't hit it very far, just enough to clear.
And here is Corey Seager to pitch. Swing and a miss.
I think it all comes down to the common denominator and how this all started in the second and in the third inning. Josh Young, keep throwing lefties at him. Things get started.
Seager takes the pitch outside. And now it's 1-1. Corey, a 2-run homer his last time up. How about Marcus Simeon? Cold to hot in a hurry. 5 runs batted in the pitch. Swing and a little dribbler fouling back at the plate. And let's be clear, Marcus Simeon, he's halfway to the cycle.
Oh, you went there.
Got a triple and a homer. Thank you.
The look on his face.
The little boy is all grown up. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Seager is gone, and Frias finally records the third out. But what an inning for the Texas Rangers. They score 5 more times, and midway into third, it's the Rangers 10 and the Diamondbacks nothing. You're listening to the World Series. It is Game 4 on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Hi, Phil Swift here for new Flex Super Glue. What's truly amazing is that our Flex Super Glue is so strong that just one drop virtually welds itself to the surface and can lift over 3 tons. Forget those old super glues. Get the one that's new. Flex Super Glue. Go to flexsealproducts.com/3-ton lift to learn more about how one drop lifted 3 tons. For demonstration purposes only.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected performance, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Visit prizepicks.com/OT and use code OT. That's code OT at prizepicks.com/OT.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hey, it's Laura Rutledge from SEC Nation.
And Marty Smith from Marty and McGee.
We're live from Ole Miss this week.
All that, plus analysis of every SEC game. That's my kind of Saturday. Tune in to Marty and McGee, presented by Old Trapper. Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern.
And then SEC Nation, presented by Regions, at 10 a.m., only on SEC Network.
The Baseball Tonight podcast.
Kim Ng leaving the Marlins. My guess is that the extension offer she got from the Marlins was pitiful, that it would be really almost beneath the job that she did, because she's demonstrated, they don't make the playoffs this year, without the trades that she made, you would assume that some other team would say, look, she's proven that she can do this job.
The Baseball Tonight podcast is on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts. You're listening to the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Back in Arizona from Chase Field, and Andrew Heaney will get back to work. He'll face 8-9-1 Rivera, Perdomo, and Marte. And Heaney getting the start here in Game 4, and he has been supplied with some offense and a lead. How about it? 10-0 Texas. And the pitch. And that one is a strike on the outside corner.
You guys have a 10-0 lead, and you're in the third inning. Your pitching has to be set for tomorrow.
The 0-1 is too high.
If you're Bruce Bochy, you can set it up, your high leverage arms, give him another extra day off.
Yep.
Best case scenario for them.
The 1-1. Swinging a foul, back out of play. And 1-2. Yeah, that's it, right? I mean, so Bruce Bochy is now sticking Spores, Leclerc, and Chapman in his pocket. The 1-2.
Well,
and a little bit high.
Gray also, because he was a possibility today. And then it will extend Heaney as well. Heaney can now maybe go 80 pitches if he needs to.
Here comes the 2-2. Swinging a foul out of play off to the right. Meanwhile, the starting pitching matchup is Zach Gallen against Nate Eovaldi. Here's the pitch. And that's too high. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, how about that? Already trying to look so far ahead. But
I know. Well, it's 10-0. But yeah, I'm with you.
They've got to get Zach Gallen right.
The 3-2. Swinging a foul straight back. The other thing, and this is just a thing for me, but I believe in it strongly, it's an elimination game tomorrow. So the circle of trust for Torey Lovullo, it really is Sewald and Ginkel as sort of co-number ones, and then Thompson, the 3-2. Swing and a ball ripped left field. Carter coming on. He's there, and he makes the catch. Rivera hit it hard, but he lines out, and there's one away. So, like, for me, tomorrow in an elimination game, I don't care what inning it is, the next guy out of the pen after Zach Gallen has to be one of those 3 guys.
Absolutely. Has to be high leverage. Has to be one of their high leverage guys, not a matchup guy.
The pitch. And that one downstairs.
It feels like Andrew Saalfrank is kind of on that line perimeter, though, in the circle of trust. So I could see him coming in.
The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Seager to his left, behind second. Fields flips on the move and throws out Perdomo. Nice play by Seager. Corey Seager, throughout his career, when he was right, was thought as a steady defender with a good arm at the Tommy John surgery. And ultimately, I'm not sure where people perceived him, but he's a Gold Glove finalist this season.
The play of the year was 114 miles an hour hit to him from Ketel Marte yesterday that saved the game.
First offering to Ketel Marte is a changeup in for a strike. Heaney trying to get him 1-2-3. 10-0 Texas. Next offering a breaking ball. Check swing and appeal to first, and he went. That's Vic Carapazza down there. Heaney winds, kicks, delivers. Swing and a ball drilled right center field. That one's slicing, and that ball's going to touch down, and it's picked up on a bounce by Jankowski. He fires it in. Marte's got a double, and with 2 outs, a man in scoring position, and the crowd comes to life.
That man can hit. Doesn't matter what the score is. Doesn't matter the situation. He has stayed true to the middle of the field. Got a pitch up in the zone, and he was able to drive it to right center field. As Taveras was playing him the pull, the gap was there, and he took it.
And now it's Corbin Carroll. Are they looking to appeal that he missed first base? They just did. And the safe sign delivered by Vic Carapazza. That wasn't even close. He stepped on first base. Anywho, here's Corbin Carroll. Man at second, 2 down. The pitch. That's inside. Ball 1, no strikes. Corbin Carroll struck out swinging in the first. 3 for 14 in this World Series. Heaney sets and fires. Swing and a roller to the right side. Backhanding it nicely over there is Lowe. Throw to first. Out at first as Heaney gets over, and they just get Corbin Carroll. That's a nice play. We'll see if they're going to look at it. Heaney on a low throw, able to beat Corbin Carroll 3-1. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. End of 3. It is all Texas. 10-0. Rangers on top of the Diamondbacks. This is the World Series. It is Game 4 on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BREAK to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BREAK to 321-321. That's BREAK to 321-321.
Under 13.
With Doug Lanville, I'm Kevin Winter. 10-0 Texas. We're through 3. Doug Lanville, welp.
Well, it's like for Torey Lovello to try to decide how to look at tomorrow, without giving up completely on today. You got to play it out. But you also have to recognize you can't blow out your entire bullpen and then have nothing for tomorrow.
And if you're Bruce Bochy, just run Andrew Heaney as long as you can. Why not? A couple of housekeeping procedures. His total outs in this game from Vegas was 9.5. He's got 9. The over-under in this game was 9.5. Texas has 10. Speaking of Torey Lovello, as you go back to Buster Olney, Buster, he going to be under the firing squad in the post-game club media session, isn't he?
Yeah, there are questions for him and some other random thoughts I had. The questions for Torey. Why did he let Manaply face Josh Young in the second inning? Why did anyone throw a strike to Corey Seager with first base open? Because I know going into the game that was not their intention. A question for our guys here. Will we see a position player in this game pitching in a World Series game? And Eduardo, was it true that you said before the game Marcus Semien was like the key guy for the Rangers, and yesterday he told Travis Jankowski, you're going to have a moment. You're going to have a time in this World Series.
Yeah, and so far it's happened. You're right. You've been eavesdropping on my conversations in the clubhouse, Buster. I like it.
It's easy to do. You talk loud.
Oh. I do.
Says the very quiet Jessica Mendoza.
I do. Guilty. Wow. She's right.
Yeah. Well.
In a good way.
Mitch Garver will step to the plate, and the new pitcher is going to be Ryan Nelson. So, the 6'3", 184-pound right-hander will look to take down some outs right here, and he delivers a breaking ball for a strike to Garver. Garver, Carter, and Young. Mitch Garver a walk in a ground out. 10-0 Texas, top 4. Nelson delivers, and that's outside. So from Kyle Nelson to Ryan Nelson, no relation. Ryan Nelson, a second-round pick in 2019 out of the University of Oregon. The 1-1 is low and in. So he's a Duck.
That's the mascot of Oregon.
That's right.
Good job.
Thank you. comes the 2-1. Swing and a ball popped up out of play. I was trying to bait one of you into quacking. That's really what I was looking for.
I didn't fall for it.
I know. You both stared at me like, what's your point? And I was just waiting to see if you might fill the void with a quack, and
quack.
It just didn't happen.
I might say Aflac, but I won't quack.
The 2-2 in the dirt, smothered by Moreno, and now it's filled up 3-2.
My sister is, well, Oregon State's mascot, and she would kill me if I ever quacked.
Yeah, fair enough.
She's the mascot?
Oh, boy. 10-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Garver is gone. And Nelson gets off to a good start. And with one away, it'll bring up Evan Carter. Left fielder, Evan Carter. It's a family show, you guys. Would you just, come on. Evan Carter 0 for 2. 10-0. Texas on top of Arizona. Nelson delivers. And that is outside. And ball one. Carter, at 21 years old, getting a chance to hit cleanup. The 1-0. Swing and a little bouncer to first. Walker gloves that one. He'll take it himself. Steps on the bag. Carter is out. And with 2 down, it'll bring up Josh Young. It's amazing to look. I mean, Simeon and Seager have knocked in 7 of the runs, but I think you can make the case that Young and Jankowski have been 2 of the major players in this game.
They really have. I mean, the way that they set it up, and that's Arizona, just did not work for them.
The pitch. Young fouls it back. Nothing in 1.
You have to roll the dice, especially with Josh Young, just a better hitter against lefties. And they were not able to get him out so far tonight with the 2 lefties.
Deal 1. Slash foul off to the right. And that'll move off out of play. 0-2. Texas Rangers bidding to move to take a 3-1 lead in this World Series. The Rangers have never won the World Series. Stocky right-hand hitter Josh Young climbs back in, feet close together. The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball. That's hammered center field. Long run, Thomas back some more onto the track, and he makes the catch. Josh Young gave that a ride. And Nelson able to get him 1-2-3 as Texas retired in order for the first time in the game. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Rangers 10, the Diamondbacks nothing. This is the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Get trusty women and you men in Tommy John each day. Remember, it's the perfect gift to give this holiday. To save us from discomfort when your under starts to fray. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Tommy John, I know them. Over 20 million pairs sold. We elves better get off our shelves and make some comfort and joy.
All throughout the land, Tommy John's gladly worn. Underwear and loungewear upon each blessed morn, making everyone comfy whose body they adorn. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Santa's not the only one with a sack, you know. Upgrade yours today with Tommy John underwear. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/stream. TommyJohn.com/stream for 20% off. See site for details. They're so elfin comfortable.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
This is the World Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Home half of inning number 4. And for the Diamondbacks, it'll be Gabby Moreno, Christian Walker, and Tommy Pham. Texas leading game 4 of the World Series 10-0. Putting up a 5 spot in the second and another 5 in the third. The big games belonging to Marcus Semien. He has knocked in 5. The pitch. And that's outside for a ball. And then Corey Seager, a 2-run homer. Josh Young with a pair of hits. Travis Jankowski, a couple of hits, including a 2-run double. Here's a 1-0 now. Strike to the outside corner. And 1-1 on Moreno. Gabby Moreno, a finalist for the Gold Glove of the NL. The pitch. And that is low. I feel like they nailed it on the National League side of catcher. Moreno, Bailey, Real Muto, the 3 finalists.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, those are arguably the 3 best defensive catchers of the game. The 2-1 is upstairs outside.
And think about the first run that scored with the 2 outs was on a wild pitch that a lot of times he gets in front of and he blocks.
I'm with you. 3-1 now. Heaney delivers. And that's outside. And a leadoff walk. Diamondbacks looking for something, anything to get some momentum going inside this game. Trail at 10-zip, bottom of the 4th. And here's Christian Walker. Touched on it earlier with Christian Walker, claimed off of waivers by the Diamondbacks in March of 17. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Fair ball down the line and past the diving Young. That'll get into the corner. Moreno's going to stop at third. Walker's into second. And there are runners at second and third, and there's nobody out. So Walker with the double.
First pitch he sees, hits it down the line, and it's a good start as Heaney trying to get through this lineup for the second time. Finding a little trouble with the 3 and 4 hitters in this lineup.
Dane Dunning warming in the bullpen for Texas. Back to Walker for a second. So they got him off of waivers in March of 2017. I mentioned the Paul Goldschmidt trade. There's another subtlety to Christian Walker's development as he turned into a good slugger and a great defender. But his breakout year was 2019. He wasn't even going to be their everyday guy in 2019. Jake Lamb was going to be their everyday first baseman, at least against righties. And Walker was going to get at bats against lefties. Lamb struggled. Walker got his opportunity, took advantage of it. And now here he is, back-to-back 30-homer seasons and likely back-to-back Gold Glove seasons. The visit from Mike Maddox, and the meeting is concluded. Tommy Pham at the plate. Second and third, nobody out. 10-0 Texas. Bottom 4, the pitch. And that is outside. Ball 1, no strikes on Pham, who flied to center in the second. Heaney comes set. Kicks, delivers. Swing and a foul out of play off to the right. They chant, "Let's go D-backs" here at Chase Field. The 1-1 outside. Try to get him to chase a changeup. Pham who's already got 7 hits in this World Series. The record for hits in a World Series is 13. The 2-1 is upstairs outside. So now 3 balls and a strike on Tommy Pham. Second and third, nobody out. Bottom 4. 10-0 Texas. The lefty ready and deals. Swinging a foul out of play off to the right. Tommy Pham has started his year with the New York Mets. Diamondbacks got him at the trade deadline. And he hits here with 2 on and nobody out. The 3-2. And that one is on the inside corner. And Pham didn't like the call from the plate umpire, David Rackley.
Well, Boog, this entire bat, they went away, change up, four-seam fastball. Andrew Heaney does a beautiful job locating low and in. It is a strike. It just looks so much more inside to Tommy Pham because of how they pitched him up until that pitch.
And the batter now is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs and outside. And ball 1 to Gurriel, who singled his first time up. 10 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Texas. 0-4-1 for Arizona. Moreno the runner at third. Walker the runner at second. The lefty Heaney kicks, fires. Swing and a slicing fly ball foul down the right side. And that is out of play.
It's amazing the foul balls that they're getting late on 92-mile-per-hour pitches. And then it's the location. He stays up and away. And just you were right, that fastball down and in gets them. But it's more the perceived velocity. Looks around 94 to 95.
The 1-1 is a little bit high. Well, be clear, both of these teams understand adversity. You're talking about an Arizona team that won 84 games. They had a negative run differential. Texas won 90 games, but, I mean, they had an 8-game losing streak in August. The 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball drilled right field. And settling under that, Jankowski. He's there to make the catch. Tagging from third is Moreno. He's across and in to score. Down to third goes Walker. It's a sac fly for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And the Diamondbacks are on the board. It's Texas 10, Arizona 1.
It's a really good piece of hitting. You at least have to get 1, and if you can get 2, even better. But you have to peck away, and Gurriel putting good wood on this. On that pitch that was coming in at 92, left the bat at 95.5 miles per hour.
It's Alec Thomas now. 10-1 Texas leads. Bottom 4, 2 outs to pitch. In the dirt. And low and away for ball 1. Thomas 0 for 1. Fly to left his first time. Well, it's 10-1. And this place still entirely packed, looking for a reason to get going. Hoping the Diamondbacks get back in it. The 1-0. Yeah, that's a little bit high.
I'm not surprised it's packed. I'm surprised there's a lot of people that are standing.
Yep. The 2-0. Swing and a bounding ball to the right side. Charging is Simeon. He fields, flips to first. Thomas is out. And that will end the Diamondbacks' bottom of the 4th. They get on the board, however, and as we head to inning number 5, it is Texas 10 and Arizona 1. This is the World Series. It's Game 4 on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected performance, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Visit prizepicks.com/OT and use code OT. That's code OT at prizepicks.com/OT.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Trying to protect your identity by yourself is a lot like trying to be a quarterback without an offensive line. LifeLock alerts you to blindside threats you may miss on your own, even if you're monitoring your credit. If a threat happens to get through, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist is there to help. Join now and save up to 25% your first year at LifeLock.com/sports. That's LifeLock.com/sports to save 25%. LifeLock. Identity theft protection starts here.
Up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate
Alrighty, guys.
you receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a
Made it.
2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle
Switch
donation
monitors
and
on
make
me.
a positive impact on the environment
Don't know
while
why I
helping
did that.
others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call
Alrighty, guys.
1-800-983-6530
What a game. Back from
now.
trick-or-treating.
This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Yo, 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 what's up, party people? I'm Julie Foudy. And I'm Lynn Ozawi. We host the ESPN podcast Laughter Permitted, where we have candid chats with trailblazing women in sports and beyond.
We've talked with goats like Billie Jean King, Simone Biles, Mia Hamm, Sue Bird, Candace Parker, Michaela Schifrin, just to name a few.
So grab a donut or 500 and check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And a huge shout out to our presenting sponsor, Ally, who has supported us since day one.
All right, I'm getting my chat menu up. I can't see it right now.
ESPN Radio and the ESPN
The
app.
game's getting ready to start back up on the radio. Do remember that the radio broadcast
Back
is
here
behind.
in Arizona and from Chase Field, the old Bob. Remember Bank One Ballpark? That's right. And here alongside Jessica Mendoza, Eduardo Perez, and Buster Olney, I'm John Shambi, Rob Kelly, our producer. Best of the business, Al Rosenberg Engineering. Back in our studios, Kevin Winter and Doug Glanville. A reminder, Game 5 comes to you tomorrow night. Rangers and Dbacks. The World
So
Series.
who you guys
presented by
root
Capital
for? Be
One.
sure to leave a comment in chat.
Coverage at 7 Eastern on Fox
Also,
and ESPN
do drop
Radio.
your vote.
First offering in for a strike to Nathaniel Lowe. It'll be Lowe, then Heim, then Tavares. And the pitch. And that's high. Low left-handed hitter. They play him to pull in the infield. The pitch. And that is on the outside corner. And 1-2. Talk about good defenders. This guy's turned into a good defender. Low, a Gold Glove finalist at first. The 1-2. Up and
Mike,
in as Nelson
nice. You're a
missed with
Rangers
a
fan.
four-seam
I am
fastball,
too.
and now it's even.
Welcome to the
2
stream,
balls,
my
2
friend.
strikes.
Yeah, he really came into the season wanting to get better.
I just got back from trick-or-treating, and I've been listening to it. I'm so excited to be home.
The 2-2 is flipped foul down the left side.
You guys want me to keep the radio feed on, or would y'all like me to do play-by-play? I'll leave that up to you guys in chat. Let me know.
Short or third, how important a first baseman is.
And now a fan has gotten loose on the field. And
Yeah,
they
they
take a knee
on
the
TV. They went
infielder
to break.
around the shortstop spot. He will not be walking off the field, by the way. They will be carrying that gentleman off the field.
Think about how many times you've witnessed this. How many times
I
you've
agree,
seen a
Vara.
person or a fan
The
that jumps in, gets caught
Diamondbacks
in
and the
infield
Rangers,
hurt?
both of them, neither one of them,
Never
I would have
happens.
never picked either one of them to be here. For them to make it this far is amazing. I'm a Diamondbacks fan. I'm a baseball fan. Chad, I will keep the radio on.
First step quickness by that fan.
We'll just chat up here and go from there. Thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate y'all
Nathaniel
stopping
Lowe
in.
with a count 2-2.
Nothing to hang
Nobody
your head down
nobody
on.
Top of the fifth. It's all Texas here in Game 4 as the Rangers lead the Diamondbacks 10-1.
Hope everybody's having a great
Ryan
Halloween.
Nelson ready to work. Steps back, lifts the leg, fires. Swing and a ball drilled. Center field, Thomas back. Racing back, slowing down, and hauls it in. That one grabbed out in left center by Alec Thomas. One away.
He makes it look so easy. And not that, I mean, he had plenty of time once he got there. But their jumps, Arizona Diamondbacks, their outfield is the best in baseball. Those three, especially Thomas and Corbin Carroll. But he made that look really,
That's right.
really easy
I
because
believe
of the
you,
jump
Chad.
he reacts.
Look at the other day, you know.
Here's the pitch to Heim. Switch hitter batting left.
Anything
and he
can
takes
happen.
Ball one. So Heim 0 for 2. He's grounded out, grounded into a fielder's choice.
I would like
10-1
it to go
Texas,
7 as
top
well.
5. The pitch. Check swing foul, and that back to the backstop.
Canada, welcome, my friend.
Heim
Bonjour.
was acquired from the Oakland A's in February of 2021. The 1-1. Foul tip into the mitt of Moreno. And Heim asking for time.
See what you did there.
I know. Nelson ready. And a 1-2. Outside corner. Heim is gone. And Jonah did not like the call from David Rackley. Yeah, there's 2 away. And here is
Will there
Leody
be
Taveras.
more content? Yeah, there will
Eddie,
be some
one
more
of the things
content.
that I'd like to talk
I've
about.
got a
and
lot
again,
going
it's
on with
anecdotal,
baseball
but just
postseason
my opinion, but one of the ways
football
that
stuff.
analytics has changed
Once
the
I get
sport
settled in, baseball
is something
postseason's
like
over.
that right
we
there.
will get back into some.
Here's the pitch.
A little bit of Fortnite
Swing and a
content.
ball popped in the air, left field. Going out is Rivera, makes the call and the catch. 20 years ago,
10-1, that's
nobody's
right.
arguing in a 10-1 game.
Especially a catcher.
It's hard to
fair
believe.
enough. But everything's being evaluated, and every single pitch is fought for. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th here at Chase Field. It's Texas 10 and Arizona 1. This is the World Series Game 4 on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Hi, Phil Swift here for new Flex Super Glue. What's truly amazing is that our Flex Super
I mean,
Glue
if you
is so
remember the
strong
other day,
that
that it
just
was
one drop
Saturday, the
virtually welds
Diamondbacks
itself to the
beat
surface
Texas
and
9-1,
can lift
had 16
over
hits.
3 tons.
So,
forget those old super glues. Get the
Game
one
5
that's
is
new.
tomorrow.
Flex Super Glue.
Then
Go
they
to
have,
flexsuperproducts.com
let me pull up the schedule here.
/3-ton lift
So,
to learn more about how
tomorrow's
one
Game
drop
5.
lifted 3 tons. For demonstration purposes only.
And then if it goes to
Every
Game
college
6,
football season,
they have
Goodyear
Thursday
knows
off,
the importance
and
of
it comes
winning
back
on the road.
Friday
The road
and
will
Saturday
always demand
for
confidence.
6
The
and 7.
confidence to handle whatever the journey brings and to perform under tough conditions. And
That's-
just like the players and fans of college
Absolutely.
football, Goodyear is ready. Are you ready for the road? Visit Goodyear.com to find the right Goodyear tires for whatever road you're on this season.
Yeah,
Goodyear,
Arizona.
more driven.
Nice, you're in
ESPN.
Arizona right now. Awesome.
If you have ever thought about
If you guys like
remodeling
my
your
play-by-play,
bathroom, but
I
were
will
worried
do
it would
the
take too long
play-by-play.
or cost too much, then stop worrying.
They're at a commercial
right now,
here on
Jacuzzi
the
Bath
live.
Remodel
Let me
has
try to get
designed a
it
collection of
up.
high-quality custom products and perfected
get
the
my
one-day
Hulu
remodeling
live TV
experience so
going.
you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before.
I gotta
It's
kill
a
the radio.
worry-free bath remodel
Listening
from the
to
most
it's driving
trusted
me
brand
crazy.
name in the business, Jacuzzi. A Jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation.
Alrighty, guys. Getting it back here. Let me readjust this real quick. Alrighty, so we have Haney is in pitching and Rivera is up to bat. Rivera. He hits a ground ball to the third baseman and out to first for the first out of the bottom of the first. The crowd is, I don't think they are liking this game at this point. I mean, yeah, I don't like to see a blowout myself either. That's right, game. If it goes to tomorrow and the Rangers show back up like they did today, it's game over. World Series done. Perdomo's up. Here's the first pitch. Takes it outside. Okay. So it's 1-1 now, actually. Let's see. Hulu's catching up. It paused out for a second. Swing and strike, so that's a 1-2 count to Perdomo. Their crowd is chanting stuff. I can't pick up what they're saying at the moment. They are chanting, "Let's go Dbacks." I do hear a little bit of chatter from the fans. Not much. Another pitch in there. It's low for ball 2. 2-2 to Perdomo. He is 0 for 1 tonight. It's a 9-hitter. Ready for some late night trick-or-treating. I just got back from trick-or-treating, guys. I took my kids. So we just got back. It's T-game tomorrow in Arizona. That's right. And it's a ball 4 for Perdomo. He walks. It's a 1-out walk for Perdomo, and it's top of the order coming back for the Diamondbacks. Marte is up. Tonight, it looks like he's 3 for 2 tonight. Alrighty, guys. Let's see what we do here. This is interesting. Are they going to get a little bit of a mid-game rally going here? It's in there for a strike. He's checking the runner at first, and here's a pitch, and it's a chopper to low, and he's going to just take it and get that easy out at first. Good play. So it's 2 down now. You're standing in line at the concession stand. I can hear the crowd chanting. That is awesome. That is awesome. Here's Corbin Carroll up. He is 3 for 1. Oh, I did not see. He's 0 for 2 tonight, actually. He takes a 1-out foul tip, so that's 0-1 to Corbin Carroll. He hits a chopper back to the pitcher, and Henny takes it and underhands it over to first, and that is 3 outs to end the 5th inning, guys. Henny goes over and takes all his stuff off. You know, they have to check a pitcher after each inning. So they check their hands for any residue. They check their gloves. So that's the new norm now for Major League Baseball pitchers. While you're at the concession stand, man, get me a hot dog. I love stadium hot dogs. Mustard and relish. No onions. I don't want any indigestion. I'll say no to that. Guys, we are sitting at 16 likes on the stream. I appreciate you guys all liking it up. Those of you new here, KimbroNator here. I do my best to do play-by-play and bring you all the coverage and keep you up to date on Major League Baseball, and I also cover football as well. We do Sunday and Monday Night Football, and Thursday nights I do it occasionally. I've got some prior obligations, so I can't always do Thursday night, but also my nephew joins the stream when he can, and we do a weekly pick'ems for the NFL. If you want to join that league, there's in the description of my football videos, there's a description for that fantasy league if you guys would like to join and pick against us. But our video is due out on Thursday for Week 9 of the NFL's Pick'em. They've got the Stand Up With Cancer right now. They're going around the stadium, and all the people have their cards for Stand Up to Cancer of people that they stand up for. It's a pretty cool thing that they've been doing for several years now. So that's what they are doing at the game right now, in between the fifth and the sixth inning. So the Rangers are currently sitting at 10 runs with 8 hits tonight. Couple long balls they got going on there. Asani, go Rangers. That is right. Let's go Rangers. I appreciate all you guys coming in here and watching the game with me. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, who would have thought these two teams would have made it to the World Series? It's just pretty amazing. I did see a video earlier on the news today that a guy won like $1,000 off a $5 bet that the Diamondbacks would be in the World Series. And he placed the bet at the beginning of when playoffs started, right at postseason start. So, I mean, a little $5 bet, and the odds of them making it to World Series were that low, but them making it here is pretty amazing on the Diamondbacks. Regardless of what that scoreboard says tonight, I mean, you can go back on Saturday night when the Rangers got slammed by the Diamondbacks 9-1. So, regardless of what that scoreboard says, those guys are pro, and they can slap it off and come back the next day and put runs on the board. So, I will say this fact, though. This is kind of crazy. The Rangers have won every game they've played on the road this postseason. They have not lost a single postseason game on the road. It's a pretty impressive record, if you say. Awesome, guys. I appreciate the likes. We are approaching 20 likes. We are sitting at 18 likes. Got 4 more innings to go. So it looks like for the Rangers, we got Janikowski is due up, and he is hitting 2 for 2 tonight, followed by Marcus Seaman and Seager. Just looking through the lineup, you can see here. It looks like I need to move this up a little bit for you guys. Let me fix this here so y'all can see. Yeah, I'm going to pull it down just a touch. I didn't realize I cut some of that off earlier. Oh, gotta pull it back just a touch. There we go, so you guys can see all of it. I cut off the balls and strikes and stuff. Dallas native here. We have 3 AL championships. We need our first World Series title. I 100% agree with you on that one. Need a first title. You know, the Stars have a Stanley Cup. You've got the Mavericks with the championship. You've got the Cowboys with the Super Bowl. You got to get the Rangers. Rangers got to get a series in there, right? Houston's got theirs. Now, not a Super Bowl, but everything but the football team. Pretty sure he won only one home game in playoffs. Yeah, I think you're right. Didn't Houston? I'm trying to remember back. Houston swept. I think all the games the Rangers won against Houston were actually in Houston. It's crazy. I agree. Oh, so Janikowski is up. It's got 3 balls and 1 strike. He is actually 2 for 2 tonight. And he grounds out to the second baseman. That was huge for Arizona. I agree. Arizona had to. That was, you're thinking normally in a World Series where a team's not playing that good on the road, you want to win on the road, split it, go home where you can win at home. But it's kind of in reverse for them here. Marcus Semien is 2 for 3, and he pops this one up. And it is caught. He caught it right at the net there. So that makes it 2 down. 2 quick outs. So here's Corey Seager. Houston lost to the Rangers. They did. I mean, Texas and Houston were tied basically back and forth there till the end. Then Houston shot it above them right at the end. This is the World Series, guys, for the champion. The ALCS champs. And he takes ball 1 high. Corey Seager is 1 for 3 tonight. And he fouls that one away, so it's 1-1. So you guys have voted, 44 votes, 70% Rangers and 30% for the D-backs on the vote. Nice votes, guys. And he fouled that one away, so it's 1-2 to Seager. Nelson is in. He's currently sitting at 31 pitches. And it's a swing and strike 3. 1, 2, 3. 6th inning for the D-backs. And here we go to the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, I would like to see what happens tomorrow because, with the rotation on the bullpen, the Rangers, their bullpen's been pretty solid, but the more a baseball team sees a pitcher, the better they get at seeing him and be able to hit him. So I'm kind of curious to see, Game 5 tomorrow, is the Diamondbacks, are they going to show up and be hitting? I'm not even sure who the starter is yet. I don't know if that's even knowledge yet. Let's see. Starting pitcher. See if they even posted. Oh, they're just saying probables. So it's Nathaniel Eovaldi and Zach Gallen are the 2 possibles for tomorrow. They're saying them as possible, probable pitchers for tomorrow, so. They don't even have They don't even have game 6 or 7 probables in there. So, yeah, we'll know probably late tonight, early in the morning, who's going to be the starting pitcher. Yes, actually 7:03 is when the first pitch happens. They're all at 7:03. They have that odd time where they start the game. So, you are correct. You know, because like on football, it's 7:15, 7:30. I've seen them. Here lately, a lot of the Thursday night, Monday night games are 7:15. Because I actually did both streams last night where I kind of put both up side by side and did both of them. Dane Dunning is in for the Rangers, and he throws his first one over there for a strike. 92-mile-an-hour sinker. To 0-1 to Moreno, and he takes a swinging strike. That was a slider, an 84-mile-an-hour slider that just tailed away from him. So it's 0-2. Now he can throw him chase pitches now. Another slider in there. 84. It's ball 1. 1 and 2. One, 2 is out there for again. Ball 2. 2-2. Moreno is batting right now. So if you are watching this, I'm watching the live TV footage, and it's actually just a tail behind. They have it off-centered. You never can get it right. And the actual radio broadcast I listen to, it's like 2 to 3 minutes behind real footage or real life. So this is just a touch ahead. And Moreno hits a chopper to third, over to first, and that's 1 down. Game's going to be crazy, I agree. I'd love to show more footage, but at the end of it, we'll kind of scroll through and kind of review some of it. Unfortunately, due to copyright and all that stuff, I can't show footage or my site will get taken down and I'll get kicked off of YouTube forever. So I love doing play-by-play and interacting with you guys, so keep up the chat. You're doing great. And Walker's in, and he's 1 for 2, and he takes a little chopper foul down the left field. So it's 0-1. And you can see, I like putting up the graphic because you can see his the red on this little bar. If I can hold my finger right, the red is where it's kind of hard to talk to that, but anyway, I can't point right. So the red is his sweet spots. Blue is where he's struggling at, is what that means. So it's 2-1 to Walker. And you got this new graphic on the top left you see up here. Oh, he went around. He tried to check his swing. It was outside, so it's 2-2 now. So yeah, the little graphic up here actually, well, this other side up here, shows you the player's position and kind of a simulation graphic of the ball. It's a new thing. They just started this postseason, and it says it's in beta. Dunning is looking in. He's pitching from the stretch, a righty. And here's a 2-2. It's outside for ball 3, so it makes it full count to Walker. And he pops this one up, and it's shallow right field. It's going to fall in for a hit. That is his second hit of the game for Walker. Rangers had 5 runs in the second and the third inning together. So they got all the runs in 2 innings, guys. Those weren't spread out. Those were across 2 innings. You can see it in the very top, right up here above me. And it's a bouncer to third. barehanded, and he's in there safe. So we got runners at first and second, 1 out. Young was it was a high ball. I mean, it bounced off the plate and just went sky high. The Diamondbacks are batting currently, so it's the bottom of the 6th. We got 2 on for the Diamondbacks. It's 1 out. Runners at first and second. Gurriel Jr. is batting. He's 1 for 1. He takes the first pitch over there for strike 1. It's just outside for ball 1. They're trying to cheer him on. They're trying to cheer on the Dbacks. They're doing the Oregon chant. And this is a ground ball to the shortstop, Seager. 1-2. And that is double play ball by the Rangers. 3 outs to end the bottom of the 6th. So the Diamondbacks stranded 2. And we go into the top of the 7th, guys. The Diamondbacks are down to their final 9 outs. Bum, bum, bum. Guys, if you're new here in chat, KimbroNator here. I'm doing the play-by-play for the Rangers and Diamondbacks game for the World Series. I also do NFL coverage as well. I cover Monday and Sunday night games. I do the same thing. Sometimes I have a special guest, my nephew on, possibly some other people in the future. Heck, maybe even one day I could even have you guys on here with me, and we could do a play-by-play of a game, baseball game or a football game. So be sure to like the stream up. It helps push this out to more and more people. We're currently sitting at 21 people in here now. Let's get 100. Let's get 200. The more, the better, guys. Let's do it. Appreciate you guys stopping in here. Yep, be sure to hit that like button and share with your friends. Also, too, guys, I'd like to know where you guys are from. I'm from Texas here, so feel free to chat it up and let me know in chat. If you don't have to, if you want to, just let me know where you're watching from. I always like to hear. Due up for the Rangers, we have Garver, Carter, and Young coming up. Nice, Micah. Well, I appreciate you in here, my friend. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. So here we go. They're getting ready to start the 7th. They're at commercial. Micah, you live in Texas. I do as well. Nice, my friend. All right, they're still raking the field, and now they're getting back up. So we got Garver up. In there low for ball 1. Garver's 0 for 2 tonight. And there for a strike on the outside corner. That's a swinging strike. 1-2. You have some people who like the Rangers? Nice, I do too. I have a mix in my family. We like the Astros and the Rangers. And he fouls it down the left field line. So the count remains 1-2. I like another team too. I grew up, one of the few games or teams I could watch when I was a kid was the Cubs. I like the Chicago Cubs too. Back then they didn't win a whole lot, but I always liked watching them play. And Garver strikes out swinging on a high 4th strike. Looks like he may have tipped it. So that's 1 down now in the top of the 7th for the Diamondbacks. Up comes Carter. Evan Carter is the left fielder. He is 0-4 tonight. 0 for 3 tonight, I mean. Ball 1. He fouled that one off. So the count is 1-1, guys. Dallas here hoping to attend the World Series parade this weekend. Christopher Payne, absolutely, my friend. That would be awesome. And Carter hits a little chopper back to Nelson, and it's easy out at first. Welcome here, Christopher. Madeline Rowe. You are my biggest fan. Thank you for stopping in. Welcome, welcome. My old teacher and neighbor live behind me in my house like the Rangers. Nice. That is awesome. There's a lot of Rangers fans around here where I live as well. I think a lot of people have cut their trick-or-treating early tonight because of the Rangers game. And Young takes the first one to ball. There would be, Christopher, that would be a massive parade. There would be millions of people there. That's going to be insane. If I'm going to think positive. If that does happen, that would be insane. And Young grounds one through the middle, so he gets his 3rd hit of the night. He's 3 for 4, batting .750. Wow. Young is on first with 2 outs. Nelson is up. Or low, I mean. I don't know why I said Nelson. That's the pitcher. And he hits a line drive to Gurriel Jr. in left field, and that is an easy out to end the inning. So we go to the 7th inning stretch. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Due up for the Dbacks is Thomas, Riviera, and Perdomo. The bottom of the order. The 7, 8, 9 hitters are due up. And looking at them now, none of them have hits tonight. So they're not hitting the ball like they were a couple nights ago. It's crazy, guys. Did anybody get any trick-or-treating tonight? Anybody go get any candy? So we have it is actually a pitch and change. Yeah, I see it now. So Cody J from Tyler, Texas. Welcome, my friend. Tyler, Texas. I'm not far from you. I am about an hour from you. I'm in Pittsburgh, Texas here. About an hour and 15 minutes north of you. My teacher is happy with the Rangers. My teacher is happy with the Rangers and my neighbors. Nice, Micah. That is awesome. I know everybody's real happy right now with this. This is a great game. It's pretty unusual to see that many runs scored in a baseball game in general, especially a World Series. Hey, those of you guys new here, KimbroNator here. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. It helps push my channel out to more people. And don't forget to cast your votes. The votes in chat. Let me know who you think is going to win the game. So Cody Bradford is replacing Dane Dunning for the Rangers as his pitcher. And we have Thomas is stepping in. You live in McKinney. Nice. That's not far, too. You guys are all very close. It's a small world, isn't it, guys? Very small world. This is awesome. Now we can kind of watch and listen and talk to the game. So the first pitch is in there for ball one. Bradford is a lefty facing a lefty as Thomas. They both bat left. Or pitch and bat left. In there for a foul tip, so it's 1-1. Thomas is 0 for 2 tonight. He's battling. And it's a swinging strike, so it's 1-2 to Thomas. Here's a 1-2, and it's fouled away. They're playing the Let's Go Diamondbacks. They're trying to get a rally. And it's a foul ripped down the first base line. Just missed the bag. So that's 1-2. Count remains at 1-2 still. Anybody can come back. The Diamondbacks can. They put up 9, the other not. Oh, he checked swing, and it's just outside. So they did not appeal it. So it's 2-2 now. They've got their rally caps rocking right now, too, the Diamondbacks. And it's fouled. Oh! He fouled it off, and it kind of caught him between his legs. Oh, gosh, yeah. You guys know what that means. Oh, man. He's kind of bowed over for a minute right now. That's the injury delay right now. He fouled it, and it came right up between his legs. That has to hurt. Gosh. Let's go Dbacks. That's what they're playing. They're playing on the organ. They're trying to get the crowd into it, and some of them are standing. Another foul tip. He actually hit the umpire. Hit him square in the chest with that foul tip. So he's hitting everybody behind home plate. Wow. The Rangers are one of 6 teams without a World Series championship. There is the one and the only, my mom, guys. JoBeth Kimbrough. That is my mother. Welcome to the stream. You made it. We got 23 people in here. You can talk with them too. Good deal. It looks like Alex struck out swinging on that, guys. In school, 2000. All right. Rivera hits a long drive to right field, and that is out number 2. That looks like, yep, easy out. In 2011, Rangers lost that World Series. Yeah, they lost it in 10 too. 2010 and 2011. They've been twice, 2 years in a row. Here is the 0-1, or Perdomo's 0 for 1. That's the first pitch, and it is strike 1. Here's 2 out, and it's outside for ball 1, and 1-1's the count now. They're showing people now. There's people who got masquerade mask on. I guess it's their Halloween costumes. They haven't showed a whole lot of Halloween costumes. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and it is popped up down the first base line, or third. Yep. Nearly a collision. They caught that. Marcus Semien dove over a sliding, and was that Marcus Semien? No, I don't know who. Yeah, Janikowski caught that. I got lost on who caught it. So they were running at the ball together. It was in foul territory, and Janikowski slides under and makes a catch as Semien goes over. I mean, they weren't communicating at all. I was 10th grade and lost 9th grade. Okay. Nice, my friend. Nice. You know, I've got a jersey. Let me show you guys that. Remember this guy? Yeah, remember him? I know you guys remember him. Yeah, you're 28. Well, nice, man. I bet you can't guess how old I am. I'm not 28. I'm a little bit older than that. Boom, boom, boom. So we got the top of the 8th. Due up for the Rangers is Hing, Tavares, and Janikowski due up. Your birthday is March 9th. That is close to my daughter's. My daughter's is March 4th. Nice. Well, happy early birthday, my friend. Guys, we are sitting at 23 viewers and 23 likes. You guys are rocking it up tonight. Let's get a couple more likes. Let's get to 25 likes on the stream. The more likes, the more this stream gets pushed out to more people, the more people we get in here, guys. Let's do it. They're still at commercial. They haven't came back from commercial on the live TV footage. This is more close to real time. They're pushing this in, and TV coverage and radio coverage lag behind TV. I'm a lot older than 30. And the first pitch is in there for a strike to him. So he is 0 for 3 tonight. Nice, Christopher Payne. March 4th, 1972. My daughter's on March 4th. That is awesome. That's a great day, my friend. So 1-1 to him. And he launches it deep to right field. Way back. It is gone for a home run for the Rangers. Makes it 11-1, guys. They're still putting points on the board. It's his third home run this postseason. And he's not your average player. He is a 6'4", 220-pound catcher. 1994. I would have been about 12 years old in 94. Alrighty, Tavares is up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And it's outside for ball 1. Let's go, Diamond. Or are they chanting Rangers? I can hear the crowd, guys. I'm trying to make out what they're saying. Now, there's a guy behind home plate that's dressed up as Where's Waldo. If any of you guys have watched that. So it's another ball. So it's 2-1 to Tavares. Here's a 2-0, I mean. That's in there for a strike. So it's 2-1 now. 11-1 is right. Top of the 8th. That's another strike in there low on the corner. So it's 2-2 to Tavares. So there's only 6 outs left for the Diamondbacks. They have 6 outs. Batter calls a timeout. And he hits a chopper to short. And it's over to first. Now, that's out number 1. It was actually to second. The shortstop was playing right behind second base. Here's Janikowski. He's 2 for 3 tonight. He replaced Adolis Garcia. So, and he's been phenomenal. He wasn't even supposed to play, so he's rocking it, guys. Travis Janikowski. Counts 1-1 to him. It's in there for strike 2, so it's 1-2 to Janikowski. And here's the 1-2. Oh, it's just outside. It was right there on the corner. It looked like it was close. He could have rang it up, but he did not. So it's 2-2 now to Janikowski, guys. 1 out still. And he chops it back to the pitcher. And he fires over to first for 2 down. It's over there for strike one to Simeon. He's 2 for 4 tonight, 0-1. Seager looks like he's ready to get in. He's on deck. All right, here's the 0-1. It's in there. It's just outside for ball one, so it's 1-1 now. You know, that pitch clock hasn't been an issue tonight that I've noticed so far since I've been watching. Like sometimes some of the pitchers are running it down. And he fouls that one back, so it's 1-2. The other night they were running that pitch clock all the way down on some batters. And it was just messing with them when they run it down real low like that. Here's a 1-2. And it's up high for ball two. 2-2 now. And he strikes him out looking. So that is 3 outs to end the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, guys. This is basically a do or die for the Diamondbacks. If they're going to get some points on the board, this is their time. They have to do it. It's hard to score that many points. We'll see, Micah. We will see. I won't say it's over until it's over. I've seen a lot of crazy things happen. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, they've covered the over/under for tonight. There was over/under on the. You'll see it scrolling by here in a second. It was only 8.5 points, I do believe, was over/under tonight. Yeah. That's the way I believe. I've seen a lot of crazy come from behind stuff. It's 9. Okay, I'm sorry, it was 9. This other 9 is 8.5. So it's 9. It's combined by both teams, and we've already exceeded that. Look at us. We're sitting here at 12 points combined by both teams now. So, I mean, they're just racking them up. I mean, I would be surprised if there's at least 2 or 3 more runs scored. If anybody's going to come back, you got to get points on the board this inning because you only get 3 outs. They have to get some points. You know, the Rangers had 2 innings back to back where they got 5 runs each. So if they had two innings where they could rally and get 10 runs, they would have, 11. You would think. So we'll see. We will see, guys. It looks like we have another pitching change for the Rangers. Brock Burke is replacing Cody Bradford. So it's like he's changing pitchers almost each inning now. Keep those guys guessing. They don't want to let one pitcher sit in there because if one pitcher sits in there, they can start picking up his speed or ticks, They study a pitcher. If you ever played baseball, when a new pitcher comes in and you're a batter, even if you're not up, you're watching that pitcher. You're trying to get the timing down before you even get up. Pro do the same thing. So that's why they're changing these pitchers up a lot. I've seen that in a lot of World Series. I've seen them go through like they're doing right now, just pitcher every inning, new pitcher. Just roll through the bullpen. And heck, all the starters. So guys that are traditionally starters will be in the bullpen and can be used in relief. So anything can happen. That is right. And here is the first pitch in there to Marte, who is 2 for 3. It's in there for ball 1. They do, my friend. It's in there for ball 2. So it's 2-0 to Marte. who's pretty solid hitter tonight. He's 2 for 3. Oh, he slung his bat. He fouled it off and slung his bat down the first base line. Man. May need to put some pine tar on that bat so he doesn't sling it. So it's 2-1 to Marte now. It was 2 for 3. Here's a 2-1 pitch. And it's fouled away, so it's 2-2 now. That was a 4-seam fastball. Yeah, they're doing the organ chant. They're trying to get the Dbacks involved. Let's go, Dbacks. I even hear some of the fans chanting it now too. Let's go, Dbacks. And Mark drives it to center field, a few feet from the warning track, and that's an easy out. Corbin Carroll is 0 for 3 tonight. He is not looking good tonight. He had that great night against Philly. He went 5 for 5 or something that night, so he's struggling tonight. He takes his first one in there for a strike one. It's 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. So 2 more outs. You got that right. And he hits a base hit. He hits it by Seager, who was playing behind second. If he had played his normal position, he would have caught that. So that was if Seager had played where a shortstop normally plays at, that would have been an out. But he was playing behind second. They had that little bit of a shift on. So it is what it is. Here's Moreno. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Checks on the runner first, and first pitch is outside for ball 1. Corbin's pretty fast. I think they're going to try to watch him. He may try to steal, so. And it's a swinging strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 to Moreno. It's out there for ball 2. Just a little bit outside, high. 2-1 to Moreno now. He's 0 for 2 tonight. 1 out, and there's Carroll's at first. Runner on first. So he's checking on the runner. Got his sign. Here's the pitch, and it is hit into left field to Carter. Carter's got it. And he throws it back into Seager at short. So there's a 1 out and 2 runs on. This is their chance. They got runners. They got a runner in scoring position. And you got Walker up, who is 3 for 2 tonight. We got Mike Maddox coming out to talk to Burke now. They're going to talk this one over. Make sure they all get on the same page. You know, there's so much stats in this. There's no telling what kind of analytics they're running in the backs. Hey, Josh. Welcome, my friend. So you've been playing some Fortnite. Have you been rocking and get some wins? I hope so, my friend. I appreciate you staying in here tonight. We got the World Series going on, man. The Rangers are up 11-1. It is so good to see you too, man. Great to see you, man. I appreciate you being here. Here's Christian Walker. He's 2 for 3. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Here's a pitch, and it's down low for ball 1. You're just doing creative. That's fun too. Practice your aim and movement too. Good deal. Down low for ball 2. Wolves and Chickens. Oh man, sometimes that can get frustrating playing that one. They're playing that organ. They're doing the chant. They're doing the rally chant. Happy Halloween, everybody. And here's a base hit to left field. Carter he gets it and fires it back in, and runners stay. So his base is loaded. Happy Halloween, everybody. That's why I was late tonight. We were trick-or-treating with the kids. And that's going to do it. The pitcher is done. Brock Burke is done. They're putting in Chris Straight. I can't even talk tonight. So we have a pitching change in the bottom of the 8th. They have a 1-out rally trying to rock now. Let's see if they can see what they can do here. We got Tommy Pham is up for the D-backs. He's their designated hitter, their DH. He is 3 for 1 tonight. So he's one you don't want to have the bases loaded for him up. I'll say that. Man, Timothy had so many treats tonight in his he has a little pumpkin. It broke the handle off his trick-or-treat little bucket thing he had. He got a ton of candy. Absolute ton of candy. And I take him to the dentist after all that. Way too much sweets for sure. Yeah. I had a little bit on the way back. I won't lie. They gave me some stuff that they didn't like. You know how that goes. So we have a pitching change now. It's a bases loaded, 1 out for the D-backs. Do they get some runs? This is crazy. The Rangers have some insurance runs. You know, they're sitting at a 10-run lead right now. But like I'm saying, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, and I'll guarantee you, Pham coming up, he's going to be swinging for the fence. If you get something over there, he's not thinking about a base hit. He's going to be thinking about taking it yard. So you want to keep it low and away from him. You don't want to let him get his hand stretched on it. You don't want to let him extend that bat. So, yeah. We will see what happens here. This is crucial. So they're finishing up a commercial here. We should be due back any second now. Pham is walking into the box. Hey guys, if you're new here, we're setting at 24 likes. Be sure to like up the stream. Let's try to get to 25, my friends. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Alrighty. Stranton is looking. And he fires it over. And it's... Oh, that was close. It's ball 1. It looked... You can see on the meter that 1, it was on the edge. Number 1 was... That was a iffy, but they gave it to the batter. Looks at third. He's pitching from the stretch. And here's a pitch in there for strike 1. Tommy Pham is 1 for 3 tonight. He's batting at .293, 3 homers, and 3 RBIs in this series. Alrighty, thanks for the like, man. Bases are juiced, and it is down low for the 1-1, and he swings at it. He went for that one. It was a changeup, so it's now 1-2. It shows 26 likes. It sure does. Wow, guys. Got 36 people in here. Let's rock and roll, my friends. It's a party. It's a 1-2, and it's outside for ball 2. 2-2. Tommy Pham. We got it, guys. Let's go Rangers. There, he's checking his signs. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it off. Man, you can see the intensity. And there's a guy behind home plate that's dressed up as Where's Waldo. That trips me out every time I see it. That's just crazy. Let's go, guys. Rock and roll. Rangers. 2-2 to Tommy Pham. 1 out. The bases are loaded. Rangers are up by 10. Bottom of the 8th, guys. This is October baseball. Here we go. And he fouls it away. He's battling. No walks. No walks, guys. KimbroNator here. Be sure to like the stream. Spread it out to everybody. Let's get everybody we can in here. Let's have a party tonight. Nothing better than October baseball, my friends. Here's a 2-2. And he fouls that one down the left base line. So count remains 2-2. 1 out. Bases are loaded, juiced, whatever you want to say. There's no more room on base. The bases are full. They've got their rally hats on, their hats upside down. They're standing on 1 foot, their fingers crossed. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's just low for ball 3. So it's a full count now. The crowd is getting into it, guys. The crowd is going crazy. They're getting loud. You can barely hear the announcers. 3-2. It's fouled away again. It is November for you. Yeah, you're ahead of us. October, November. We're here. You're right. World Series extends into November, so you are correct. And it's fixing to be that here in about 3 hours and 10 minutes for me as well. Here's a 3-2. And he pops it up to right field. And that's caught by Janikowski. Fires it back in. But Corbin is tagging and he is in. So now we have 2 down. Runners at first and third. So it's 13 points in the game. Vegas over-under was 9 points. That is right, Micah. Yeah, we've got people from all over the world in here watching. Josh is in the UK. First and third, 2 out. We got... we got Louis Gurriel Jr. He is up. 1 more out. And it's a swing and strike. Strike 1 to Gurriel Jr. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, they're rocking that organ. They are blasting that organ in the stadium tonight, guys. They're chanting. And here is the hit. And it is way back. That is out. That is a home run. That is a 3-run home run for Gurriel Jr. So 11-5, guys. It's not over yet. It is not over yet. That's 2 outs. Rally going there. They got those 3 runs on 2 outs. So never say it's over until it's over. Yeah. 1 more. There's just 1 out left to get out of this inning. But the bases are clean now, and they're back to Thomas, who is 3. Oh, he is 0 for 3 tonight. And it's a strike. It's Thomas. That crowd went berserk with that one, guys. That crowd went crazy. That's a swinging strike. It's 0-2 to Thomas. Gurriel Jr., I wish I could see his hair. His hair's purple. He's got real long hair and short on the sides, but his hair's purple. The fans all have his hairstyle right now. And he hits a chopper to Seager, and Seager over to first, and that's 3 outs to end the 8th inning. So it's not over till it's over. We're into the 9th inning, guys. They're due up for the Rangers. We got Seager, Garver, and Carter. You know, pretty much the meat of that order right now coming back up. They're bringing back Chapter 1 in Fortnite. Did you know October 3rd is going to be... You mean November 3rd? I think it's November 3rd. Yes. I do know that. So, yeah, I'm excited to get back into that, and I'll start playing that some as well. And that will be on some streams. I will stream that too. But, yeah, that is kind of cool. Reminisce old Chapter 1 in Fortnite. So, I think they haven't announced yet, but I'm kind of curious to see if the Dbacks put in a different pitcher for the 9th. Because, you know, they were down 10 runs, but look what you got now. 11-5. You're only down 6. They're only down by 6 runs, so 9. Yep. Top of the 9th. Let's see if the Rangers can get some more runs. You never know, right? So it was supposed Vegas odds were 9 runs. Well, currently sitting at 16 for the game. Blew that one out for sure. Look at you guys. We're sitting at 27 likes. 27 likes. We're right there at 30, my friends. Right there at hitting 30. This is awesome, guys. This has been a great stream tonight. So we're at commercial break right now, so they are kind of curious to see what they do when they come back up. Can we get some more runs? What do you guys think in chat? Can we get some more runs this next inning? It is a W stream indeed. This is one of the best ones in a while. This is awesome. All right, first pitch. Seager launches it into the gaps, and it's over the fence for a double. It hit right at the warning track and bounced over the fence. My goodness, guys. There's a guy that when the home run was hit a while ago, he jumped in the pool. They got a pool in right field. Got you vibing, I know, man. This is awesome. It's a great stream. So Rangers done. Get them 3 outs. I agree. Let's get some more insurance runs. We got Seager at second. No outs. Garver's up. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He's due, guys. He is due. He's got to do something. He hasn't done anything tonight. He's a DH. Fouls that one away, so it's 0-2 to Garver. Oh, I just realized, I just read here, the first time ever a team has ever got back-to-back 5-run innings was done tonight. You saw history. In 119 years, that's never been done, and the Texas Rangers did that tonight. Wow. Just amazing, guys. Let's go Garver. He's 0 for 3. 1-2. Oh, they got him on the check swing. They got him on the check swing. And it looks like that may be it for Nelson. Yep, Nelson is done. They are pulling Nelson out tonight. And who are they putting in for Nelson? Looks like we got Salafrank. Andrew Salafrank is coming in for the Diamondbacks. Bum, bum, bum. All right, guys, this is pretty insane. This is a long inning. I agree. When they score a lot of runs, it makes the games really long. Hey, smartest boy, welcome to the stream, my friend. Just in time. Man, you're missing a heck of a game. Or have you been watching the game? We're sitting at 30 likes. We got 38 people in the stream. We're vibing out here. We got a party going on. I'm telling you, man. October, November baseball, nothing beats it. My favorite time of year. Every year since I was a little kid. I love this time of year. Baseball is my favorite sport, by the way. I love football too, but baseball is one of my favorites. If you guys are new to the stream here, be sure to hit that like button. It helps push my stream out. Look, we got 39, almost 40 people in the stream. Get out, get more people in here. And it doesn't cost you any guys think it's free. I appreciate all the support. You guys stopping in here, hanging out, just chilling, watching Rangers, and just commentary. And I'll interact with everybody as much as I can. If I miss your chat, my dyslexia kicked in. Just know that. So I'm not doing it on purpose. So drop those likes in. I really appreciate it. I also do NFL commentary as well. I do Sunday and Monday night games. Every once in a while, we'll get some Thursday night games. I have some prior obligations, but check those out as well. And I do some videos where me and my nephew pick each week who's going to win. Currently, it's week 9. Going into week 9, we're fixing to film our video tomorrow, so that'll come out on Thursday for week 9's picks. All righty, we're back to baseball, guys, here. Salafrank is in, and he hits him in the hand. Woo! He threw it high and it hit him in the hand. That ball. Oh, it hit. It looks like it hit some of the bat, but it hit the top part of his hand. Hit him in the hands. Oh gosh. They got the trainers looking at him now. I'm a left-handed batter, and I was hit the same way, guys. And that does not feel good. My hand, I was in high school. I wasn't facing the major league pitcher. My hand went completely numb. I couldn't even throw a baseball. That's crazy, but he's checked out okay with the trainer. He's on first, so we got one out and runners at first and second. The manager is challenging it. They think it hit more of the bat. But you can clearly see it hit his hand. Hey, thank you for the sub. I appreciate the sub, Bubba. Like it, man. You guys are rocking it out tonight. Oh, it looks like it did hit some of the bat. So, you know, his bat, the little stick of the bat's holding below, sticks out. So, here, I'll use my marker. So the ball, when it hit, it kind of hit some of it. Hit some of the bat. The call stands, so they let it stand. Here's Josh Young due up. He's 3 for 4 tonight. Oh, man, he hits that ground ball to short, over to second, over to first. That's a double play for the Diamondbacks. 2 outs. That ends the top of the ninth. So here we're due up for the Diamondbacks. It's 3 outs for them, guys. Just 3 outs. So due up for the Diamondbacks is the bottom of the order. It's Riviera, Perdomo, then back to the top of the order with Marte. So let's see what they can do, guys. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. One more time, guys. Oh. I got a song for you guys to hear. Let me find my mouse. I lost my mouse for a second. Alright. I have it. Alrighty, guys, check it out. Here we go. Go the Rangers. Strike them out. Who is this singing, guys? Y'all know? Gillette. Bum, bum, bum. Alrighty, guys. That is Venom. That is fire, my friend. You know who that is? It's Dr. Disrespect in the house. So we got the game fixed to start back up. They're showing a drone that was decorated up as like a ghost here at the stadium. Welcome to the channel, Venom. Appreciate you hanging in. So the Rangers are changing pitchers. Wow, so it was crazy. So it changed pitchers, warmed up, yeah, they changed hitters at the last second. That's what they did. So Riviera was due up, but they put Pavin Smith in, and now they're changing to Will Smith for the pitcher. Absolutely, Venom. I'm glad you're here, my friend. It's been a great game. Diamondbacks are trying to battle back, though. It is 11-5, bottom of the ninth for the Diamondbacks. So it's do or die for them. They're down 2-1 in the series. So, KimbroNator here. I do play-by-play commentary for the games. Respond to your chat with you guys. Also, make sure you drop a vote. We got the poll going on right now for the Rangers Diamondbacks. We're currently sitting at 80 votes, guys. 80 votes in the house. 76% for the Rangers, 24% for the Diamondbacks. Who's my favorite team in the NFL? Well, Dallas Cowboys. Blake, hello from Africa. Welcome to the stream, Africa. Glad you're here. KimbroNator here at the stream. I'm from Texas. Also a Rangers fan as well. World Series going on. It's Game 5 of the World Series. Game 4 of the World Series. Game 5 is tomorrow. Rangers are up 2-1 in the series. We're in the bottom of the ninth. That is right. Who is your favorite team, Venom? Feel free in chat if anybody has favorite team in baseball and football. You can put that in as well. Glad you guys are here. Be sure to drop a like on the channel. Subscribe. I do game NFL commentary as well and picks each week. We cover Sunday and Monday night games. I have sometimes a guest commentator with me. My nephew drops in. And we stream games and do play-by-play the same way. Glad you guys are here tonight, my friends. We're sitting at 33 likes on the stream. There's 43 of you guys. Amazing people. You guys are amazing people you're in here right now. Cowboys on football. That's right. And I like the Kansas City Chiefs too. Alrighty, guys. We got Will Smith up. Here we go. Do or die now for the Rangers. Or Diamondbacks, I'm sorry. Rangers have the advantage. Wow, Lawler is up. They did another substitution. Dallas and Houston Texans. I travel a lot. That is awesome, Venom. I am so glad you're here, my friend. And it's 0-1 to Lawler. And it's in there for another strike, so it's 0-2. I'd love to go to NFL games. I don't get to go to much. I haven't been to an NFL game in over 20 years. I love them. Who's my favorite college football team? The in there for ball 1, so it's 1-2. It's in the dirt. My favorite college team, I would have to say, would be the Texas A&M. Texas A&M, I've had some classmates of mine played there, and that's a school my daughter wants to go to. My wife, she's partial to Arkansas Razorbacks, so I love college football as well. I love Saturdays. That's fouled down the left baseline for remainder of a count is 1-2. Who's your favorite college football team? I like watching Colorado right now as well. And he tried to check swing and he fouled that one away. Count remains at 1-2. I've enjoyed watching some of his games, you know, the doubters and everything. I just like watching college football. I just love sports in general, man. I even watch hockey and soccer. And the 1-2, and it's high for ball 2. 2-2 now. And that's a full count. It's ball 3. You're an Oklahoma fan, but going to SEC Southern Conference. That is right. And it's in there for ball 4. He walked him. That's a no outs, runner at first. I'll let you slide. You seem like a good guy. I'm from Mansfield. Grew up a big Longhorn fan. I've got Longhorn fans in my household too, man. I've got them too. Yep. They're in where I live at I live in Texas, so there's a lot of people here that like Longhorns, A&M. So it's a mixture. My niece goes to A&M. My daughter wants to go to A&M. So yeah, it's all good. All right, Perdomo's up. He's 0 for 2, and he took it in there for strike 1. Runner at first. And he lines that one into right center. It's going to drop. Lawler streaking to third. So is it third with runners at first and third. No outs, guys. Hey, thank you for the sub there, Venom. I appreciate the sub on the channel, guys. We're sitting at 56 people in here. Do me a favor, drop that like on the channel. I appreciate you guys. Their bullpen's getting busy now. It's not over till it's over, like we said, Micah. They're going to try their best to rally back. This is their chance. No outs. Mark fouls that one off. He's at 2 for 4 tonight. Mansfield, so you're from Mansfield, Texas. Nice. I see now. Marte takes a big swing at that one and misses it. 0-2 to Marte. No outs. 1 runners at first and third. And that's a swing and strike 3. And he strikes out Marte. And there is my one, my only. That is my wife there. There is Kimbro Bella. Welcome to the stream, Kimbro Bella. Rock and roll. This is a great game. Blake, I appreciate the follow and subscribe there. Thank you, my friend. Venom, you're from Houston, Texas. Nice. Been there many times. Watched the Astros in the Astrodome many times as a kid. I got to see Sammy Sosa hit number 66 in that stadium. In the old Astrodome. Used to go to Astro World. They're chanting, "Let's go Dbacks." Will Smith takes the pitch. It's in there for a strike. It's 1-1 to Carroll, who's 1 for 4 tonight. Runners at first and third still. That crowd is getting in it, guys. They are banging. Where's Waldo at behind home plate looking? And Carroll takes a swing and strike. Runner did steal. Perdomo steals first to second. He's in there. But I think they're checking, but they thought it may have been a foul tip. No, they gave it to him. It's a stolen base. 1-2 count. Carroll, who's 1 for 4. Runners at second and third. And he hits it foul down the right baseline. It's a rematch of Game 1 tomorrow night, guys. Hey, Kimberly, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Look at that awesome graphic of you up there. I really appreciate you with the sub. Everybody be sure to drop the like on the channel. This helps push it out, get more and more people in there. We're over 56. Let's get 100 in. And Carroll goes down swinging. That is strike 3. 2 outs. 1 out away. 1 out away, baby. Threw a fastball right by Carroll. Lefty versus a lefty. Nothing better. The crowd is booing. Bruce Bochy is out of the dugout. And we have a pitching change. Bruce Bochy is taking Will Smith out and putting in Jose Leclerc. Look at that. The Rangers, baby, are 11 for 11 tonight. 11 hits, 11 runs. Arizona has 11 hits, but only 5 runs. One more out is right. One more. Drop them hearts up, guys. You got it right. Rock and roll, guys. You guys are smashing out of the park. We're at 38 likes. Yeah. We have a pitching change now, so they just got to get one out. One out to close this game out. I'm going to say never, like I was telling you earlier, Micah. Misty Davis, that's right. Let's go, Rangers. Be sure to drop the like on the stream, subscribe, turn that bell notification on, so whenever I go live, you can check me out. I do my best to do all coverage of the World Series, as well as Monday night and Sunday night football games. I do the same coverage, play-by-play. Sometimes I have a special guest on with me, cover the games, and chat with you wonderful people. And it's free to do that, guys. It doesn't cost you anything. Click that little like button. It helps me out and spread this out so we get more and more people in here. Absolutely, Josh. This is one of the best streams I've ever had in a long time. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We're sitting at 66 people in here right now, cheering these Rangers on right now. I would have, at the start of the postseason, I would have never guessed the Rangers would be sitting right here. I thought it was going to be the Astros and the Phillies. I would have guessed Astros and Phillies right now. And we got the Rangers versus the Diamondbacks. Two teams you would have never guessed at this point to be here. And they are here. That is October baseball for you guys. Alrighty. We got open base. Moreno's up. He's 3 for 1. Alright, guys, let's see what happens. Ball 1. Moreno's 1 for 3 tonight. 2 outs, runners at second and runners at third. Here's a pitch, and it's back outside. He's throwing that was a sinker. It's a 95-mile-an-hour sinker. It's 2 balls. He's trying to hit that outside corner. I'm proud of them too, Kimberly. They desperately need this. There's only 6 teams in MLB that hasn't won a series, and they're one of them. They're due. They're bad due. And that's strike 1 low. Count is 2-1. And it's fouled away, so it's 2-2. Those of you guys, I cover the game live on the TV broadcast. This does run a little bit behind on TV, so if it's ahead of me, that is why. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not the delay. It's the TV broadcast is the delay. So I'm calling play-by-play from the game. Radio is further behind than TV. Here's a 2-2. It's hit right up the middle. That's a base hit. There's 2 runs going to score. We're still okay, guys. Still okay. Still up by 4. Just got to get 1 out. You've been waiting since the 90s. I know. They got so close in 2010 and 2011. 11-7. I know, Micah. It's a nail biter. It's not over till it's over, like I was telling you earlier. Don't get your hopes up until it's over, until that out is done. They have to, Venom. Christian Walker is 3 for 4 tonight. Takes his first one to strike, so it's 0-1. 2 outs, runner at first. Fouls that one away. Derek Donnell warned people that the Rangers would win it all. They spent bread. Yeah. Wow. Derek, the chat bot does that. I see what you said. But I agree, man. It all caps spammers do that. That's why it did that to you there. So I got you, my friend. Derek said, warn people that the Rangers win it all. They spent bread. You're right, my friend. Here we go. It's 1-2, and that's in there high. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. MJ4. Bro, come on. I know, right? Here's the live broadcast is just a tail behind. Here's a 2-2 to Walker, who's 3 for 4 tonight, runner at first. And he pops it up in the foul ground. And that is caught. Game over. Yes, baby. Rangers win. Rangers win 11-7. Wow, guys. Best stream I've ever had. You guys are awesome. I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys for coming in here and hanging out tonight. This was a blast. KimbroNator here. I'd like to see you guys back in here tomorrow night. Same thing. Let's finish it off. And if you're new here, be sure to drop that sub, like the channel. Also, check out some of the football streams. I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in here tonight. This has been awesome. The Rangers have officially won all their games this postseason on the road. Yes, we will see you tomorrow night, Hannah. Good night, Micah. I appreciate all you guys coming in. That is a Rangers win. There is my mom in chat. Look at her, chatting up as well. Massive W. We got everybody in. We had Kimbro Bella in, my mom in. We're all in here cheering it on. Yes, we will see you guys tomorrow. Adios. And everybody have a good evening. And reach out and tell somebody you love them. And tell them to check out KimbroNator stream. And we'll see y'all later.